Welcome to the 2024 SYC Kentucky, presented by Storm Bowling. Brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By T&D Transportation. And by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowl Metrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities. Ballard versus the Big C and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, from Kingpin Lanes in Jeffersontown, Kentucky, just outside Louisville, this is the 2024 SYC Kentucky. Welcome to the 2024 SYC Kentucky, presented by Storm Bowling. Brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By T&D Transportation. And by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowl Metrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities. Ballard versus the Big C and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, from Kingpin Lanes in Jeffersontown, Kentucky, just outside Louisville, this is the 2024 SYC Kentucky. Welcome to the 2024 SYC Kentucky, presented by Storm Bowling. Brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By T&D Transportation. And by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowl Metrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities. Ballard versus the Big C and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, from Kingpin Lanes in Jeffersontown, Kentucky, just outside Louisville, this is the 2024 SYC Kentucky. Welcome to the 2024 SYC Kentucky, presented by Storm Bowling. Brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By T&D Transportation. And by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowl Metrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities. Ballard versus the Big C and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, from Kingpin Lanes in Jeffersontown, Kentucky, just outside Louisville, this is the 2024 SYC Kentucky. Welcome to the 2024 SYC Kentucky, presented by Storm Bowling. Brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By T&D Transportation. And by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowl Metrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities. Ballard versus the Big C and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, from Kingpin Lanes in Jeffersontown, Kentucky, just outside Louisville, this is the 2024 SYC Kentucky. Welcome to the 20.
Welcome
We're live.
back. We're alive.
We're live.
It is round 2 from Kentucky. I'm Blair Blumentritt, and I'm joined by the one and only Gerald. I'm just calling you Gerald. You have no last name anymore. You're
No more
G.
Richardson?
You're the G.
Just G.
Yeah, right?
I'll take it.
Like you're the coolest G I know.
There's only
Take
one
that,
cool
G.
G.
Buddy.
It is only one cool G. There's only one G.
I know,
That's
right?
me.
All right.
Big me.
A G, you are, what's your official title at Coolwick?
I am the product development manager.
Nice.
So
That sounds
pretty
legit.
much.
I like it.
I pretty much do everything.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, right now, you're here at the SYC. Coolwick came on board with us this year, and you have brought some colors, some flair, some style, some drip, as we call it,
A
right?
little of everything,
A
some
little
drip.
bit,
Yes.
little bit.
Yes.
And we're going to watch some Bowlers Bowl. This is round 2. They're on the medium pattern. I don't know why my camera looks like it's waving, but hopefully it'll figure itself out. We do have 2 cameras. I moved, well, that's crooked. It's a little.
Where's that one at?
Over there.
Okay.
We'll fix it on the second game.
On the next one.
Yeah, that one's.
It's all right.
That's a
It's
struggle.
okay. They can still see.
But we had to move it because I couldn't see where it was before lane 9. The pins were getting cut off, so it looked like they were shooting at nothing
Fair.
because of the pole.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, but we're here. They're bowling on a medium pattern, and we are watching the round 1 leader in the U15 division, who his score would have beaten the U18 boys. Sebi Vetter here on lane 7. He throws it all right. What do you think?
Pretty good. So he was king of the house.
King of the entire house. Yeah.
Wow.
All over.
Short pattern the first block, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The short pattern today was 30.
It was 38
8
feet. 38 feet.
And this afternoon, they're bowling on 42 feet. 25 mils.
Okay. Scores may go up a little.
I think so. Leanne said that this house tends to produce some honor scores, so we're hoping.
That would be
'Cause
awesome.
It's fun to watch them bowl 300.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love when it's like the first 300, because there's nothing like your first 300. And doing it in a setting like this is just incredible. All right, we also got Hayden Subi and Joshua Rice. Jacob Yoakum's on this pair.
How many titles is on this TV pair right now?
Well,
Or the
yeah, good question. Okay, so Sebi has at least 2. Sebi has 4. Sebi has 4 titles. Miles Gordon has, what did we say?
He has 6.
So that's 10. We've got his brother, you can see him. That's 2. That's 12.
Elliot Gordon.
Yep. I'm
Okay.
trying to. Oh, shoot. Hang on a sec. I'm trying to. No? I think that may be it. But I might be missing someone, too. Mr. Gag. Oh, wait. Nope, I'm not. I thought Mr. Gagney had a title, but he's just won a lot of gold medals over
medals.
the years.
Okay.
Yeah, I bet we have a ton of medals
Yeah.
across, because Jacob Yoakum, I know, has won some medals.
There's
So.
a lot of kids that can play.
Oh yeah,
I like it.
these kids can play.
Look at that shot right there by Adam.
Adam was one of our kind of last minute get into the tournament situations where, so that everyone knows the SYC sells out in like minutes. Like this one was 2 minutes.
I
It
think you
sold
sell out quicker than Nike.com when Jordans and stuff drop.
That's tough to do. We might be out there.
Y'all pretty close.
Yeah, 2 minutes. We had 100 people on the waiting list for this tournament. And so Leanne said earlier she thinks she got like 16 kids in off the waiting list. And most of them happen at the last minute. So you kind of have to be flexible where you're like either you're in town, like you live close, or you're here for a certain reason. Like I think someone was visiting their family and then they were here. So It's crazy. SYC day is crazy.
You still go in order and then go from there.
Yeah, it's all time stamped.
Yeah.
There is a very strict process when it comes to SYCs.
I mean, I don't blame these parents and kids. This is a beautiful tournament, so.
It's fun, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, some people always will talk about, like, wanting to change the format a little bit, but we tell them, like, there's a reason that it does sell out, and if we start tweaking it,
then it's
then
not
what
the
happens?
same tournament.
Right,
It's
yeah.
a different tournament.
Exactly. So we do take an input. Like, over the years, we've changed the registration process at least 4 times, trying to make it better for the families, because we know it's so stressful and so hard to get in.
We're traveling and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That
so,
makes sense.
Yeah.
Trying to make it as seamless as possible.
Absolutely. Ooh, Landon with that break.
Yeah, it's a big break.
I'll take all those. Mac over there, Mac Gagney, he made me come back. I was filming some of the kids during practice, and he came and tapped on my shoulder, and he's like, I wasn't ready for the video. Can we redo it?
Oh,
And
he wanted to.
he went up and struck, and he's
Really?
like, yeah, he's like, that was better.
Okay.
I'm like, I got you.
That means he's locked in if he could call you back over there and then prove it
Right?
on camera.
Oh, he did. Yeah, it
I
was
probably
great.
would have threw a gutter.
Yeah, me too.
That would have been
Agreed.
me. Straight
Yes.
gutter in front of the camera.
Yes. Agreed.
Man, good for him.
Yeah. These kids are not afraid of the camera, though. That's the funny thing. Like, this next generation, they embrace it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
So, is that Brian? Brian?
Brian.
I think that's his name.
Brian Tabor.
Brian,
Tabor.
okay.
Tabor.
He bowled at the SYC in Orlando, and a pin, I think you were with me. Remember the pin came out of the gutter on the live stream?
Yeah.
So they donated the pin to him. They gave it to him.
Really?
Yeah, because they're like, okay, that was cool, right? And so it came all the way back, and he took it home, and now he's had everyone, he brings it to every SYC and has the pro sign it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he has it here, which is pretty
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Hey, that's some good history right there.
Yeah, you never know what'll happen at SYC.
Just going to have to send it here and have Cal sign it and then
Right? I know, I'm sure.
ship it back first class.
I'm sure it was bummed a little bit that Kyle had to go to Asia.
Yeah, that was understandable.
Yeah.
Duty calls. He has to go bowl.
Dang it. Hayden is from Florida.
Okay.
He's from Inverness. Have you heard of that?
Inverness.
Inverness.
I do not know where Inverness is. I'm not a true Floridian yet.
You're
I'm
not.
still learning. There's a lot of small towns and cities.
Little islands.
The islands. I don't. I
She's
couldn't
like,
tell
I have
you
no
on
idea.
on the islands. I know where Clearwater is. It's like
Well, he bowls at Sportsman Bowl. He's an FHSAA state champion.
Okay.
He's bowled 300 game, and he is an animal person.
I wonder what kind of animals.
I know. I'm an animal person. You're an animal person.
I am.
There's a lot of paw prints on those Cool Wick jerseys. I love it.
Yeah, favorite of dogs. I'm a dog
yeah.
guy.
Me too.
I like cats. I have cat tattoos
Yeah.
and all that stuff, but I'm allergic to cats, so
Ah,
yeah, that's unfortunate.
I like it.
I would have a cat.
Yeah, I would have a cat too, I
I would
think.
have a cat. I could take a cat.
I like dogs better. I don't discriminate against cats.
No, yeah.
I'm not a like, oh my gosh, I despise
Dogs over cats or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, I like them both. Unfortunately, I'm allergic to cats, so
I
dogs
currently
it is.
think if I got a cat, that my dog would try to play with the cat, and the cat would win, because he thinks everyone should be his friend, and
Yeah.
sometimes that doesn't happen.
That's how my dog is, Vader. He's afraid of everything, and everybody's a friend. And then
Yeah.
if they're mean to him, his feelings are hurt.
Oh, yeah.
and all that stuff. And
Oh no, Bosa doesn't realize that anyone hates him. Like a dog could be growling at him, and his tail is wagging.
Yeah,
like,
you want to play tug of war?
Exactly. I'm like, are you clueless? Yes, you are. Okay, all right, let's move on. Like, I don't get it, but he's somehow figured it out. Okay, so we kind of talked about Sebi's huge block, but let me pull up the official
The scores.
results because it was slightly ridiculous. U15 boys, which Sebi has another year in the U15 division. He told me that today. 208, 214, 244, 218, 268
Yes, sir.
for plus 152. He averaged 230.4
By himself at the top, too.
on a short pattern.
Yeah, plus
You go,
152
Sebi.
over second was plus 87.
Right?
Yeah, he was by himself.
Well, and then look, if you go to the U18
And that was some
boys.
good bowlers. That was some good bowlers under him.
Absolutely. U18 boys, they were, Braden and Sebastian were tied at plus 143 in the U18 boys division. So he would have crushed.
He would have won.
Crushed the U18.
That's a W.
He would have. I'll drop this link into the chat for everyone to check out this afternoon. You know what? There's a lot of tournaments this weekend. I'm looking at full metrics.
All these kids throw it so good.
Yes, they do.
I see a ton of Cool It jerseys out here.
Me too. You know the one that I've seen a lot, and I do see it now, is that pink and the flower.
Oh, the 12-bagger
Yeah.
neon leaves, the pink one.
That one is very popular for both girls and boys.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of people wearing that.
Yeah, that one's that's a special one. That's going to be good for the October.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's the breast cancer one too.
That's
so.
cool. Yeah, I love it.
It's a new one that's on the StormYouthChampionship.com site. It's a black one with the green neon and the white.
You were wearing
We wore
that
it yesterday,
right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, that's the new one.
All right, so tell us a little bit. So Cool Wick, obviously, you guys make gear, right? Because what I love is when I go to the Cool Wick website, it's not just jerseys. It's anything you can think of, like outerwear, which I'm a huge fan of because I'm always cold. But you guys got like swag. You got everything.
Yeah, we're a one-stop
Cups,
shop.
stuff.
Yeah, we have skirts, leggings,
Oh, I forgot about leggings.
dresses,
You got joggers.
pants.
Yeah.
shorts, joggers. We dabble into socks. 12-bagger makes the socks. Hoodies, vest, gator neck things, and
Did you mention winter coats? Because you do that too.
winter coats, full zip, quarter zip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got everything.
a little of everything. We have long sleeves, short sleeveless jerseys. We've done some basketball jerseys. We're doing it all. Towels, grip sacks.
You have a blanket here this weekend.
We have blankets here, SYC blankets.
And you know what? It is freezing in here, so I think some parents might be looking for a
Front
blanket.
counter did a good job of lowering the AC, you know.
They did.
Turn it up.
Yeah.
Get it to 59 degrees in here.
Well, you know, I don't know if you've walked outside, because I haven't, but I heard the humidity is up there today. We're having so they're trying to keep it cool in
And it
here
keeps
to
the
keep
approaches and stuff nice and smooth, yeah.
There's some,
That's a good adjustment there.
yeah.
Yeah, it definitely got colder.
It did. I was planning on wearing, because I'm wearing a jersey today. I was so excited. I'm wearing my Ohio State one.
Yeah,
Although it's the Florida one.
You're getting ready. You're getting ready.
I know, right?
Getting ready. Ohio,
Totally ready.
Ohio's next month.
It is.
I'm excited for that one too.
Yeah.
I'm excited to come to Kentucky. But
It'll-
Ohio's like our little.
Oh, yeah.
It's our thing, you know.
I can't wait. Like, there's going to be so much good food. There's good food here in Kentucky, but
Yeah. Yes. Shout out to all the Buckeye fans that's out there.
exactly. There's a lot in the building today because I'm seeing like Ohio State gear, so I appreciate y'all.
Seen a Bosa jersey.
I did.
I did see a Bosa jersey.
I did see that, but I won't want to talk about the Bosa jersey.
We don't know if he's a Ohio fan or not.
A real fan.
We don't know yet.
Yeah, we're still, the verdict's out.
What is Bosa plays for 49ers?
There's one of 49. My Bosa's 49ers.
49ers, yeah. And the other one's
Chargers.
Chargers,
Yeah.
yes. They both in Cali.
Yeah, yes, they are.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, he may just be a 49ers fan.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I'm not sure.
It's all good.
Yeah,
It's Bosa's Bosa. He has the jersey.
That's right.
So.
All right, let's see what Joshua Rice is doing. Let's see here. Oh, he's throwing a big ball.
He is trying to smoothen out the motion there, I see.
I kind of like the strategy. It's just he might need to move a little bit more. I think he just needs to move left a little.
Left or right, all depends on what kind of game plan he has, but I would prefer to move deeper in. Oh, that was almost a big split right there. You picked up. Oh, nice spare right there.
That was a good spare.
All right. You know, the strikes are not really that.
I know. There's only a couple. Well, okay, so here is what, full disclosure to everyone watching. This pair, 7 and 8, was a very challenging pair this morning for everybody. Now, I don't know if it'll be that way this afternoon, but it played tighter for everyone from game 1. So if this, and so far it looks like it's kind of playing the same, where it looks pretty challenging.
Well, Hayden's out here doing his thing right here. SV guy on the board with a strike following up the split, so
yeah,
that's a good thing.
Totally.
And you have Mr. Gordon to our right side, Elliot Gordon with a 3-bagger spare, 3-bagger, and then Hayden with a 4-bagger following it up. Look at that. So we have a few.
Man, yeah,
we have a couple of them in there striking.
Yeah.
Where's the spares at? I'm more of a field frame type of guy.
It did not look like the spares woke up this morning for the bowler, so I'm hoping this afternoon is a little different. Jacob here, Jacob Yoakum was actually another one of the waitlist stories. So his sister got in, but he was on the wait list, and he still came. And yesterday, Leanne said, well, I'll let you practice, but I don't know if anyone doesn't show up. But we had 2 people not show up today. And so Jacob got to bowl.
Jacob's in.
Yeah.
Joshua, he made a good shot on that last one, moved in a little.
Yeah.
Jacob, there you go.
Good shot.
Good shot.
Sometimes it takes a little while to get back after lunch. I know.
So I was trying to get over the itis.
Right?
The food, the fuel.
How good is the
There we go,
Sebby
SV.
just throws it so good. Like, just his hand. Oof.
Yeah.
It's money.
I'm going to take notes there. I'm going to work on that.
Yeah. He said in his post-block interview that his grandma and aunt are here this weekend, and they don't get to come very often.
Okay, so he has to show out.
That is exactly what he said. Yeah.
He has to show out.
He's got people here.
He has people here. Yeah.
All right, Hayden, what do you got for us?
Another one. Come on.
Oh, almost got away with
almost.
it. That was close.
Kind of 9. That one sounded pretty loud.
Yes, it
Wherever
did.
that strike was pretty loud.
It did. I know. I'm not sure where it came from, but it was loud.
So have you visited Kentucky much?
You know, ironically, a little bit.
Or Louisville?
Yeah, so this is my 3rd time in Louisville, because we came here for Bowl Expo, and then we came back for an SYC, and then, so this is my 3rd time, and I would say, if anyone's watching, and you're here because you're watching your Youth Bowler Bowl, or well, if you're watching it back, you might have missed it, but the Louisville Sluggers Museum
Yeah.
is worth the trip.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been to
Yeah.
it, but it is fantastic.
Yeah, Louisville Slugger Museum,
Yeah.
the Muhammad Ali.
I haven't done that one.
Yeah,
I've heard that one's cool
yeah,
too.
That's pretty cool. I'm a fan of boxing because my father, he's a big boxer fan. So
That's cool.
yeah, that was one of the places he took me. Oh, Jacob with a splitter.
We'll get
to
it.
get the double. When I look up there on the board, it looks like it says strike.
I know. These
Yeah,
kids
so-
seem like disgusted, but it's like, that's a double.
That's a 10 right
I
there.
will take that all day.
We're gonna capitalize off of that one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
what do you think of the Louisville Slugger Museum?
Oh, I just love it. I think it reminded me of Storm when I walked through
Yeah.
it because we're a smaller facility and we give tours too, but we have stations kind of like they do.
Okay.
And I loved their like locker room that you could see like which players use which bat and different. It's just really cool.
The details.
Exactly.
Yeah, the details.
Yeah, and the history of it.
Yeah.
Also, we went to Churchill Downs last year, and I think we're gonna try to go to Churchill Downs again on Monday. And that's just a fun
Yeah.
trip, like just going to see it.
Yeah, we used to go to the races back in the day when I was at Pikeville. I had many roommates and teammates. They were all from here, so
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
drive on over. How
yeah.
far is Pikeville
it's
from
like
here?
an hour and a half. It's
Okay.
not that far.
No, that's not far at all.
Oh, there's a triple. Yeah, it's not far at all. But yeah, horses. Yeah, Churchill down.
It's fun. It's just history too. Like
Do the
everyone
little dress
knows.
up, get a nice
I
little
know,
tie
right?
on and all that stuff. Nice
the
hats, the
price
cool
of
hats.
the hats at Churchill Downs though.
I've never seen
Oh my goodness, you guys! If you
Do you
go,
get one?
No, no. But they're anywhere from like the little tiny ones are like $99 up to like $500, $600 for a hat.
But I think they're like custom built or something like that. They're,
Something, yeah. They're beautiful. Don't get me wrong.
get
like,
the nice little hat there,
Oh yeah.
angling on the little corner of your head. Yeah.
I would be terrified to wear it.
Aw.
I'd be like, I spent $600 on this thing. I'm not ever leaving the house.
Man, listen, you have to get the little hat. Drop the $100 for the hat.
All right, that's it. The
and
little
then-
one.
then
Yeah,
Pick a horse,
that's it.
and it'll be your new lucky hat. Oh,
We got it.
with
Let's
the
go.
Spare.
Again, it's a strike. Oh, it's a spare.
It's a
yeah,
spare.
yeah. He's like, I got
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
He had a little moment.
He did.
He missed the spare before, then followed up with the gutter. So he had a little quick moment, but hey, he got the spare.
Again, it counts. They do not make you give it back if it doesn't look pretty. Just saying.
Got that one a little ride. All right, Jacob's back up. Let's see if we can get the triple.
We've got some new scorers in the building. So we use bull metrics at the SYCs, and we have some awesome scoring volunteers this weekend. G, do you have time to run any tournaments anymore, or are you mostly working?
Mostly working. One of my buddies is going to be starting up a tournament that's going to be held during the middle of the week on a Tuesday.
Nice.
It's a little small, little sweeper, like eliminator style. You bowl 3 games, cut the field, half the field, bowl 1 game, cut half the field, bowl another game.
Oh, cool.
Winner takes all. Scores do not roll over. Youth bowlers are welcome. guaranteed money at the top for both sides, youth and adult. So it's pretty cool. Quick little. It's going to be a summer thing that possibly turns into a full year thing, twice a month.
I love that.
So.
And I also love that adult tournaments are allowing youth bowlers to bowl, giving them more experience and more chances to compete. Because not every area has a youth tournament series. Yeah.
Especially, you know, like if the state's big or, you know, some of them don't have bowling centers or competitive bowling centers. So yeah, it's very hard. A lot of them don't do sport patterns or stuff like that. So
for sure,
we're going to give that opportunity, and then we're going to separate them. We're going to keep them in its own, their own section, so the youth will be all together, the adults will be together. So
I love that.
That way they can learn. So that's pretty cool. Something small for the summer, and then hopefully it turns into something big.
Connor Woosley over here. Jeremy Thomas is watching. This is his cousin, I believe. I think it was his cousin.
Okay.
Connor, he's a local. John McCarthy was asking about him earlier. Our friend John, he's the GM here. A little wave to the camera.
Connor's cousin's helping, right?
Oh, cousin. Yeah, Jeremy Thomas. Yep. He's the one you met today. Yeah.
Yep. Sure did. Yeah. His other cousin, Christina Cox, she's on our COVID staff.
Ah, cool.
And she's actually from the Louisville area too as well. Yeah. But yeah, Connor, he throws it good. He throws it really good.
That was a great spare right there too.
Yeah. I watched him throw some earlier today and very impressed. I told him I was going to get his email or phone contact and schedule some lessons for myself. So
exactly, right?
Yeah. Hopefully his fees are not, you know, too pricey.
I would take a lesson from any one of these kids. They're unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I can learn from all of them.
Really can.
Like Mr. Josh here.
He throws it so good off his hand.
Yeah.
Just gotta get the angles right.
Yep, he's close.
Yeah.
Again, I like what he's doing. You just gotta get it in the right area.
What did Elliot Gordon finish out with?
Christina's his sister.
Sister.
And Connor is cousin. I thought
Okay.
cousin, yeah. Sorry, Jeremy. Trying to keep track of everyone.
Right, yeah. Connor's the cousin. Yeah, that's what, his cousin is Christina.
All right, let's see, Landon here. So, we are getting down to the end of the first game. Do you believe it? That went quick.
That went quick.
There is some striking. So.
What just happened?
I have no idea. I know, there was yelling. Anyway, we are getting down to the end of the first game. Thanks for joining me in the booth. We'll get you in tomorrow. What do you think? Although maybe we might get you back in later today, depending on how crazy it gets.
Today is fine. Tomorrow early.
Tomorrow early, yeah. Early on.
That'd be cool.
Are you guys flying out tomorrow?
We're flying out tomorrow, actually. You know, with the holidays and stuff.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. With the holidays, it's rough trying to fly out. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The flights are expensive.
Flights are expensive, so we're getting out of here around 6 o'clock.
Nice.
7 o'clock, so
Mike Bloom says, "What's up, G? Mr. G." Actually, you got a Mr. in that.
Oh, I got a Mr. G. I told him I said hello. Nice to meet you too, Jeremy. Yeah, man, that was awesome.
I'm calling you.
He wants his sister in the booth.
The G. No, the G.
The G.
The G.
There's only one G.
Works. The G.
The G. Big me.
Yeah.
There's only one G.
I love it. So if you guys are at an SYC, come see G at the booth.
Yeah.
Chat it up. You can answer some questions.
Make sure you check out StormYouthChampionships.com for all the sweet Coolwick apparel.
Yeah, we have leggings. We have joggers.
Oh, you have it all. You have it all.
I know.
You have it all on there. You have it all on Coolwick.com. You have it all on 12bagger.com.
Well, and check out coolwick.com, like, because bowlers, you bowl all season. It's an all-year sport, so you might need a jacket or something. So there's a little bit of everything.
Check out 12bagger too as well. I actually just released a few new designs on there.
Ooh, there's a drop.
Yeah, 12bagger is very unique. That's my unique designs and a little different. So yeah,
I love it.
It's a drop everywhere. It's something different everywhere. Fridays is Cool Wick. We have the Fresh Gear Fridays on Friday.
Fresh Gear Friday.
Fresh Gear Fridays on
I
Cool
like
Wick.
that.
Yeah, you can go on the social media page, try to win one for free.
Oh, everyone wants it free.
Yeah, hey, why not? Why not? It's a very simple task. You go on the Facebook page, click on the link. It takes you to the website on Cool Wick. Answer a few trivia questions. And if you win, you win.
Nice.
It's the same thing on 12bagger. 12baggers on Thursdays to Tuesdays. Yeah, so
That's awesome.
it's a trivia question on there, and you win a nice 12bagger T-shirt. So
Yeah, so go ahead and go and follow. If you don't already follow Cool Wick, go
Yeah.
follow them on your favorite social channels.
Yeah.
And G, we're gonna let you get back to the booth.
it's time for me to go back to work.
Yeah, and thanks for joining us. And
Yeah,
we're gonna
no
take
problem.
a really short break, and we will be right back. All right, welcome back. I am joined by Miss Brianna Rogers, right?
Yeah.
Brianna, yes. Brianna, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Welcome back to the SYC.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
How do you feel now watching? Because now you're watching one of your friends' bowl, right?
I'm actually watching my boyfriend.
Oh, a boyfriend bowl. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. How are you? How are you? Is it
it's
weird?
Weird.
Yeah.
I literally walked in yesterday and I was like, it is so weird that I walked into the bowling center and I'm not gearing up to bowl.
Right?
I was like, this is not. I was like,
That's funny. Well, you bowled quite a few SYCs, and you now bowl at Pikeville.
I do. I do bowl at the University of Pikeville. Actually, in the state we're in right now, actually. 3 hours east of here.
Nice.
Well, like southeast, but.
How is college going?
It is going well, actually. So I did have a really good freshman season, and I also had a pretty solid sophomore season as well. And us as a team, it's just that throughout both years,
Oh, we're getting a picture.
throughout both years, it's just first year, it was great. I had a great year. It was just a little stressful first year being away from home. And then second year, just everything just like took a turn. So like not only did like the team like chemistry become better, it was just that I actually enjoyed being there. Like I didn't miss home as much.
Nice.
And like I feel like that's probably one of the most important things, obviously, is because if you miss home a lot, then sometimes you just lose focus of what actually you're supposed to be doing. Now, do I miss home? Yeah, but I'm only 3.5 hours from home. So if I like have a weekend where I'm free, I just drive to home.
Nice.
So it works out.
That's great. And you guys do a lot of traveling with UPike, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually just bowled in this very bowling center
For
in
nationals?
April for
Yeah.
ITCs.
Nice.
And some of the things that like I remembered from bowling and some of the things that my boyfriend actually remembered from watching me, he remembered some of the like aspects of what the lanes do, especially on both sides, which is very important.
For sure.
Because not only do you have a hard pattern out, you have two completely different sides of the bowling center. It's not all just one in one line.
Yeah.
So it changes so much from here to there, which is crazy, actually, and it's a struggle mentally to get back focused over there, because like as a bowler, you want to take as least amount of frames to figure out what you're on that you can.
Yeah.
So like for me, whenever I'm bowling, we're trying to figure out it from one shot. So like 2 frames. First 2 frames is figuring it out. The rest of them, you need to execute to what you figured out. And if you figured out wrong, you're just kind of like, you kind of messed up.
I like it. Yeah, you don't have a lot of time out there. It's only 10 frames.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then also it's like 10 frames, and you're like, oh, well, I have 10 frames to make it up. Or like, I have 40 frames to make it up, and then the next thing you know, you only have 10 left.
That's right.
So then you're like, oh, gosh.
So we got Rylan Prokopek here. I love Rylan. He always wears these like vintage bowling jerseys.
I saw that earlier. I was like, that is so cool.
Isn't it cool?
I was looking at it. I was like, I was actually on that side of the house, and I was looking at it. I was like, that's different.
I know, right? Rylan's awesome. He wears a different one every tournament, and he's got those red pants to match this jersey, which is super cool.
It is really cool. I was like looking at it earlier, and I was like, that is so awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't see that. Not anymore, at least.
No. Yeah, maybe we can get Coolwick to do a few vintage ones for him, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like a little...
I'm sure Gerald would do that.
I know, some throwback. I think they would sell, honestly.
I honestly do, too. Like,
Yeah.
for especially some of the older bowlers that are out there competing as well.
Right.
So, like, the people that grew up using those jerseys.
For sure.
So, like, I don't even know what I was thinking.
Senior leagues.
Yeah.
Seniors, yeah, totally. I think that would happen too.
Because even like leagues too, even for leagues, they can buy them for like their team shirt. Like nowadays, all you see is you have a team jersey for League 2, and then the next thing is a T-shirt, or then they just wear their nice clothes. Like, it would be so cool to like bring something like that back.
For sure. All right, so Mr. Elijah Pipkin got a little break there. I don't want to leave the baby split ever, so I'll take the little breaks, right?
I hate the baby split.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Actually, recently, I learned how to make it. So we're knocking on wood that I still know how to make it.
It's fine.
But the 3/16 has become a struggle.
Oh no, you got one figured out and now the other one went. Here's Caden Pranger too. Caden had a big 270 game this morning.
Yeah, I was watching him this morning, like, I think it was game 2.
Yeah,
Game 2.
he's a great bowler.
I've been watching all day, but I've also been copying a notebook onto my iPad that I have here.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's a serious iPad too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
it's
like big.
It's huge. I just got it actually,
Okay.
and I got it to write notes at school,
Yeah.
and yeah. So my notebook that I'm copying into here, I need the notes going forward, and I also promised I would give my friend the notebook. So I basically am just copying it over, and my dad's like, "Why are you doing that? You should make her copy it over." I said, "Because I have fun doing it, Dad.
That's funny.
It's fun for me. I
Now,
like writing."
So you earned scholarship all along as a youth player, and now you're using it at college, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Yeah.
So smart money was good for you, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
My dad likes to say he probably spent 60 grand over my youth career for me to bowl, hotel, and food. He said, "You won 33 of it back, and you're getting a $200,000 education."
For
because
sure.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's great.
I was like, I think so too, Dad.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, you guys are, well, it's such a great opportunity now, all the youth bowling opportunities that there are. And some of these, now they're starting even younger because U12, like there's so many U12 kids now. It's amazing, right?
It actually makes me happy because, like, I was looking at it a couple years ago while I was bowling, and I was looking at it, I was like, so when my class graduates, or like the class, like 2 classes below me graduate, who's left?
Yeah.
But it makes me so happy to see so many new, younger bowlers coming into it, because even though they're young, it doesn't mean that they can't be great.
Right.
And if they're not already great. So,
Yeah, for sure.
just a lot of practice, a lot of patience.
And you've started bowling some PWBA tournaments, right?
I have.
Yeah.
I started actually the summer before I went to college. The summer before my freshman year, I bowled the PWBA Clearwater. And then last year and this year, I bowled the Queens.
Okay.
Didn't do too well, but
Yeah.
it's always a learning process, I guess.
It's hard. It's hard out there.
It is. I'm bowling actually the U.S. Open next month,
Nice.
and I'm very excited about it.
Yeah.
My dad was like, "It's gonna be hard." I was like, "No crap, Dad." It's like,
Now, what do you do to practice for like a big event like that?
so, what I normally do is like, so my dad works at as a pro shop in the bowling center.
Yeah.
And he is really good friends with the bowling center people, so he has them lay down patterns for us to bowl on, but he also started this unsanctioned league sweeper thing on Wednesday nights that every 3 weeks it changes patterns. And then
Nice.
on the very last week, you bowl on every pattern you bowled on.
Wow.
So that's usually what I do to practice, and I'll just practice, like, been doing like not so much 2-a-days, but I've been able to go in there and focus for 2 or 3 hours and practice, and then I only need to do once. But if I can't focus within an hour and a half, I just stop, regroup, and then go back and do it again. And another big important thing that I always practice is spares. Me and that spare ball need to become best friends after the Queens.
For sure. Spares are so important.
Oh, they are more important than striking. Sometimes. I'll say sometimes. I'll give it sometimes that they're more important, but
Yeah.
majority of the time they're more important.
More important. I
Like,
love it.
now, if you're in like a head-up match or something and you need a strike to win, a spare's not that important. You need to strike.
That's like a very precise case there.
Oh
you
yeah,
came up
very,
with.
very precise.
Yeah.
Or like you're bowling at like SYC or something like this, and everyone in your division's finished besides the people on your lane, and you look at the bowl metric scores and you see, oh, I need 30 more pins, and then you're just like, I have 1 frame left.
That you need to strike there.
I need to strike out.
For sure. I love that. All right, so here is Mr. Brandon Paget on lane 7. Oh, that one went a little long, but he gets away with it.
That's always fun.
Good
Whenever
break.
you get breaks,
Yeah.
it's always fun. My dad used to say, when you get a break, make the spare. Or whenever you throw a bad shot and strike, you better ace the next one. It's so funny, because I use, don't tell him I said this, but I use
I
a
won't.
lot of his logic.
Okay.
Like a lot of his mentality to things like that. So like
you
when I
mean
throw,
to say that, you know, all the years that your dad came to watch you bowl and tell you stuff, that now you appreciate it and like love it?
I tell him I hate him all the time.
Oh, no.
And I don't actually hate him. It's more so is because
He's right.
majority of the time he's right. And I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me.
I think a
Why
lot of
didn't
parents.
I think of that?
I think a lot of parents can relate to what you're saying right now. So
Oh, yeah.
see, parents, they do listen.
Sadly.
No, it's good.
No, it's
Parents
a good
are
thing.
smart.
It's
They're-
a good thing.
They sacrifice a lot for you guys to go and bowl all over the place. So it's
And
good.
I know probably most parents are like mine. Whenever their kid looks at them and says, you're right, they're like, repeat that? Can I get a video?
Yeah, really.
Can I get a video of that?
That's funny.
But yeah, but I'm very appreciative of what my dad was able to teach me and still teaches me today. So, because not only do I learn a lot from it, it's just that I'm able to take it and stuff like that, even though it makes me so mad that I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. But then again, it's like, then you just got to think back to it. It's like, oh, I'm not going to know that because my dad's been bowling for a lot longer than I have.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you're lucky to have a dad that bowls or knows about bowling, right? Like some kids don't have parents that know as much about the game, and they learn with their kids as they go. So,
Yeah. Which I also think is also very important too,
for sure.
because like if like your child's able to get any insight from anybody that bowls, a peer, a pro, another adult bowler that maybe bowls at their bowling center that's their family friend, and then they are able to tell their parents that, like, hey, watch for this in a tournament, and then their parents are so focused on that. Like whenever you have a parent that knows almost everything, if not, I mean, the game's evolution is so big to where you can't really know everything, but you can know a fair amount. But if they know a fair amount, it's pinpoint all of these other things. But when the parent doesn't know that much and their kid's like, hey, watch this for me, make sure I don't do this, they're watching just for that one thing.
Right.
And it helps us out so much.
Yeah.
That's what my mom's for. I say, Mom, watch for this, and then my dad's over here like, this. And
Yeah.
I'm like, Mom, did I do it right?
That's funny. Yeah, simplify it a little bit, right?
Ooh, yeah.
That's hard.
So hard, especially, I'm sure every bowler here can attest to this. Every single bowler here, probably, their mind's running 1,000,000 miles per minute thinking about a tournament or bowling in one of these. Like, I'll say some are very calm, cool, and collected and are only focused on certain things, but like, I bet you predominantly the amount of people here are just, like, their mind's running 1,000,000 miles per minute. Like, I saw somebody earlier, they didn't throw their best shot, I would say, but
Yeah.
it was close, it wasn't far, but it all in all, it just wasn't the right shot that they were trying to throw.
Sure.
And then to make an adjustment off of the shot you're not trying to throw is just kind of, now if you throw that same shot 4 times in a row, it's good. Make an adjustment. If you throw that exact same, not the best shot in a row, because I'm not going to say it's horrible, because it's not.
Right.
It's just not what you wanted to do.
Sure.
And if you throw that same shot like say 4 or 5 times in a row, yeah, adjust off of it. But if you do it once, don't adjust off of it, because the next shot's going to be what you wanted it to be, and then you're putting yourself in trouble.
Totally. All right. This pair, speaking of pairs and adjusting, this pair has been tricky all day. 7 and 8 has proven to be a very hard pair.
Really?
Yes. So everyone that's kind of come here, I'm not sure, because you come from the end pair to here, and I think the end pair hooks a lot more, and then they come here and it's a little tighter, I think, and so there's a lot of adjustment. See that one right there, like it probably wasn't far off from what he was looking at, but it just never even tried to come back up.
Yeah, it's just, it looks like, that's also another like key point, is that not only are you bowling this tournament with a hard pattern with 2 different sides of the house, you're moving lanes.
Oh yeah.
And every lane obviously does something different.
Oh yeah.
Every single one of them.
Good little try for Elijah.
Yeah, that was, I thought he had it.
Me too.
I was like,
right. I thought he got it.
Whenever he let go of it off his hand and it was kind of a little back up, I was like, oh no. I was like, he got it. He got it.
See what Benjamin can do here.
I'm
see if we have some bios.
I'm also not only watching 7 and 8, I'm also watching 9 and 10.
Yeah.
Pen pal, girlfriend duties.
There you go. So Benjamin here, he is from Waterloo, Iowa. Bowls at Maple Lanes. He's 17. This is his first SYC.
Ooh.
He's a 2-time Iowa high school team champion, and he likes to cook. Oh, and here's why Braden Steen. I wondered what Brandon Steen was up to. He wants to say hello to you, Brandon, in his bio. He's giving you a shout out. So Brandon Steen must either coach or be a friend. The Steens are awesome. Rush bowls a lot of SYCs too. So, and Brandon coaches a lot in that area.
Yeah.
So many great people in the bowling community. Brandon, I thought you were popping in to say hi to us, but it's fine. It's fine.
I still think Ryland's jersey is crazy.
Isn't it great?
It's so cool. I also love the new jerseys for SYC, because I remember whenever I was here, it was I Am Bowling, but I love the new Cool Wick designs. It looks like there's so many of them.
Yeah.
Like you don't, like whenever I was doing it, there was like 5 or 6 designs per tournament. And now I see like 20 different designs in the same place.
Yeah, so Cool Wick came on board this year. I Am Bowling, they have so much going on with their pro shops and their other businesses and then their current sponsorships. They just didn't quite have the time anymore. And so Cool Wick came on board, and they have brought a lot of cool designs to the SYC, and they have a lot of merch. Like you saw the gear table.
Yeah, I went and talked to Gerald. Me and Gerald, I talked to him a lot when I was in youth bowling because I got a bunch of jerseys from him.
Yeah.
And also in college, he's really close with like Bobby and stuff. I mean, our tournament, or our tire for college is Cool Wick, so to be able to see him, it was really nice to see him.
Well, and Gerald went to Pikeville.
Yeah.
Which is cool, yeah.
I was hoping and praying, like I wanted to ask, because I'm getting to that point where I'm a junior in college now. So I have 2 years left.
Yeah.
I'm starting to like plan ahead. And I walked up to Gerald, I said, fun fact, your name got brought up in conversation last week. He was like, what do you mean? I was like, we were talking about how many places I could be contracted with when I get out of college. And I was like, and I wanted to ask you if you still potentially wanted me for Cool Wick.
That's funny.
And he was like, I can't really say, but I can just tell you that there is a gift from me when you graduate college. And I was like, okay, bet.
That's
like,
cool.
Bet.
Yeah.
I was like, that makes me happy. I was like, I can do that. I can wait. Because, like, obviously in college you're not really supposed to be staffed with anybody, but you can be, but it needs to be, like, going with your school.
Yeah, that
But
makes sense.
it's so hard to do that because there's some things that, like some schools that you go to and then you're throwing the equipment that you not necessarily like. And then there's also like jerseys. You're like wearing the college jerseys, but you don't necessarily like the material because I know that each jersey is made very differently.
Sure.
Like Cool Wig jerseys, they have like that material, and it like on the inside it's weird. If you look at it, it's got like little holes in it, but
It's
you
cooler.
can't see the holes
Yeah.
from the outside. And I
It's
was
like 5% cooler or something, or 10% cooler. I can't remember what the percentage is.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
And they're also not the most expensive bowling jersey that you can buy.
Yeah.
I mean, no bowling jersey is really any cheap, but
Yeah. No, it's
especially
good.
after you add all your logos and add your name to it and everything like that. But it's not the most expensive.
I love it.
And I personally believe that Cool Wig is probably the best, if not tied for the best with another company. But I
Well,
don't know the other companies.
We think so too at the SYC. We love the partnership that we have with them, and the kids. A lot of them, like Elijah here, he's wearing one of the Cool Wig jerseys, one of the designs.
Yeah.
We got another one. Mr. Pranger is wearing one when he steps up.
See, my
That's a
favorite
Michigan
color
one.
is blue, so I am a sucker for all of these jerseys.
I know, right? There's
because
some good
they're
ones.
blue. I love the blue, and the pink one too. The one that says Storm on it,
Yeah.
and the one that Jared was wearing yesterday, the one
lime
with like
green,
the lime
yeah.
green and purple.
Yeah.
I was like, these are awesome.
Yeah,
I was
they're
like, why
cool.
didn't I see these?
They're so cool. Yeah.
was like-
Caden, I think, is wearing one from the Michigan event. I'm pretty sure that's the SYC. We just went to Michigan for the first time ever, which was exciting.
I really like Caden's jersey too.
It's cool, right?
Yeah. And I feel like I've been watching him all day, and like I was saying about the whole mental game and being calm, I feel like from
nailing
watching
it.
him the whole day, he's just had a good mentality. Like, maybe he might not throw the best shot, and then if he gets away with something, you can see the smile on his face. Like, he's not like upset or anything like that it was a bad shot. He's just there. He's in the moment.
Yeah.
He's in the moment, which I think is also very important, being in the moment.
For sure.
Because if your brain's like over here, oh, I hit the cord, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
If your brain's like over here, you're not focused. And being not focused results in a non-focused tournament, which usually results are not the best from.
That was a great turkey for Braden there.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Rylan is on a turkey.
Yeah, I see that.
That's awesome.
I see that.
I like it. The afternoon block's always fun because you can see everyone having a little fun.
I actually think he's throwing this tournament's ball. The
Oh
Summit
yeah,
Peak.
the Summit Peak.
And it's looking
Great ball.
really good.
So
It's
good.
Looking really good for him.
What's your favorite storm ball in your bag, right?
Ooh,
got
that's
one.
hard. I have to think on it. My all-time is the Code Black.
That was a good one.
That was my all-time
I
favorite.
liked that one.
It's
yeah.
actually back in my bag. It's been sitting on a shelf
Nice.
for 2 years. We plugged it up and re-drilled it in the exact same spot because the bridge had cracked, and it's in my bag, and it rolls phenomenal still.
Nice.
But I think that right now, my favorite storm does it have to be Storm, or can it be Storm Line?
Yeah, storm line. Yeah.
I think my Optimum Idol.
I love that ball. I think that's a
have
good one.
A pinned down Optimum Idol, and it's just so smooth, and it works. Pinned down stuff usually works well for me,
Yeah.
but it's so smooth and it rolls really, really good. I also like my Tour Dynamics.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of them. So, are you excited for the Ion Pro to come out? Have you looked at that one yet?
I have not done my research on that one yet, but
Okay.
I
If you like the Tour Dynamics, I bet you will like the Ion Pro.
I bet I like any bowling ball. I'm a hoarder. I'm a hoarder when it comes to bowling balls. I'll keep them all.
That's funny.
I will make them last as long as they possibly can.
Well, the Ion Pro is a new asymmetrical ball, but it's like a benchmark ball. It's kind of
Yeah.
that medium, like IQ Tour Phase 2.
I saw that. I was like, and obviously the Phase 2 is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then the IQ tour, I think mine wasn't, I'm not sure how mine was. I mean, I threw it and it was good. And then sometimes it just wasn't it. And I was like, it could just be what I was bowling on. It could just be how I was throwing it.
Sure.
Or it could just be what it's laid out to do.
Yeah.
So
All
I was
those
like,
things.
I was like, and I'm not the most understanding.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not the most understanding when it comes to laying out bowling balls quite yet. My dad's trying to teach me, but like every other child, we don't like to pay attention and listen to our parents.
I get you.
But I do want to learn at some point. So
Yeah.
I will eventually come around and listen to.
I like it.
And then I also have a proton physics, which is really good.
That one's good too.
Yes.
Kaden got a rough break. I thought that was a good shot, and it's just there's a little bit out of bounds.
I
and
think he's throwing a harsh reality.
I think you're right. See if he can spare this up.
That'd be cool if he does.
Oh, we tried. It was a little
close.
bouncing.
That was really close.
All right, so Ryland ended his streak at 4.
4's still good.
I just heard Kaden's dad say too, it wasn't a bad shot. It wasn't a bad shot on that right lane. It just kind of wiggled.
Yeah. I mean, that's transition for you. You're at the end of game 2. You're probably hitting transition number 3.
Yeah, for sure.
With the amount of people and how everybody's playing towards their strength of what their game's able to do, it puts them in different parts of the lane. So when it puts them in different parts of the lane, it breaks down funny. Mm-hmm. See, like whenever you get into the adult tournaments and the, okay, I'm sorry, but like on lane 5, I thought he almost went through the 1-3-6.
Oh, geez.
He almost went right through the middle of it.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was like, oh my gosh. I was like, no way. But it breaks down funny. Now, whenever you get to the adult in college, they're predominantly trying to break down the exact same area on the lane. So it makes transition a bit different, so say, I guess.
Yeah.
But then whenever you transition here, you could be bowling on, let's say 7 and 8, and it's hard and it hardly hooks. You move to your next lane and it hooks out the building. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, I have to move 5. I was like, who would have thought?
It's impressive, huh?
That was one of the things I liked about youth bowling is how actually you could take a fairly decent, not too difficult of a pattern, and it could be turned into something that is completely horrible. And
Yes.
that's not because nobody's throwing it bad, and that's not because anybody's like doing the wrong thing.
Right.
It's just because
the transition.
it's the transition and the fact that everyone's playing like a different part of the lane. But not saying that the different part of the lane they're playing's wrong, because not necessarily. Usually it's what they can do and what they're comfortable repeating. And if the biggest thing about bowling is repetition. A repeated shot is all you want. So if they can repeat it, do it. You know?
Yes, for sure. I thought that was a good shot for Ben there. On a double, but he did the same thing Kaden did on this lane. Threw
Yeah.
a good shot, and I think it was like you were talking about repeating that shot, but it just kind of hung out there a little bit.
Yeah, it did not look bad at all. It did not look bad.
So when is the U.S. Open?
Oh, that's a great question. You know, I have no idea.
Uh-oh.
I think it's the June 11th through like
Okay.
the 18th or something like that.
Okay, so getting ready in between now and then, right?
Yes.
Are you bowling anything before that?
I'm just bowling like the little sweepers and stuff at home.
Yeah.
Just trying to like
Stay
just
sharp.
stay loose, basically. Just make sure I'm in time, make sure I'm free.
Good.
And I'm not trying to overwork myself until I get to about that week before the tournament. That week before the tournament, I will go hard at it.
I like it. Well, we are getting down to the end of the second game. Thank you for hanging out with us this game
Of
and
course.
chatting. You are managing your pin pal as well.
Oh yeah, I got the pen pal up and going
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the iPad.
It's a nice iPad. I'm
It's
jealous.
very nice. It's huge.
It is really big.
This thing's big.
Then the screen resolution is so good.
Look at my background. It's like smoke.
I know. It's so
Look at
cool.
it.
That is cool.
It looks really cool. I'll show everybody. You can't really see it.
That's
Oh,
cool.
there you
though.
go.
Yeah.
It's like blue and pink and
It
purple.
looks like cotton candy or something.
I thought the same thing, and it was like smoky, and I was like, that's great.
Cool. Well, we will finish up this game. We're gonna watch till the end, see what Brandon can get to.
Oh, and it looks like Ryland did the same thing that
I know.
Bose-
This right lane just got really tight on all of them.
Yeah.
Dang.
And the last shot over here for Ryland was really good.
Hello, Sam. Sam's watching it from home. We're missing you guys this weekend too.
Hi.
Hopefully see you in Ohio. I think Trey's in Ohio. I can't remember if he is or not. Brandon said he didn't type fast enough to join us this weekend. This one sold out in 2 minutes. 2 minutes it sold out.
I remember whenever I was bowling and I was entering the Coastal Classic, if you weren't in a minute, you were done.
Yeah, right?
You were done. Well, is it Braden or Brandon that's bowling first on lane 7?
Braden.
Braden. He
Yep.
struck out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He struck out for actually a pretty decent game.
187. Yeah, that's really good on this pair. I'll
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you what.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Okay, so let's see what lane 8 does. And then his went high. It didn't look terrible.
Mm-mm.
It was looks like a IQ 78U.
Yep, went to urethane.
And it looks like he hit about 8.7, which is usually what you want your break point to be. And it just looked like it went high, but that could also be the surface on the urethane, make it read a little earlier.
For sure. All right, Mr. Ben. Brandon, he's got a ball in his hand. Is he changing balls in the 10th frame? He is changing balls in the 10th frame. You go, Ben.
I used to do that too, and then I learned that if you are in a ball that's not working, don't fight it. Change it
Come
whenever
on.
you can.
Okay, all right. I like that we got away with that.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm a fan. It's an attention star.
Ooh, I actually don't have one of those, but
The
I've seen
ball's
it
so
roll.
good.
I've seen it roll, and I've also talked to my dad. My dad works in a pro shop, so he does all the little research for me.
Yeah.
And he said that ball is great. And I
It's
was
so good.
like, it sounds good.
I need to. Mine is a little tight on one of my fingers, but it's so
Let's
good.
see if it hooks.
Oh, Caden. So he changed. I think he might have moved right on that lane.
It looks like he missed a little bit in. It
Yeah.
looks like the ball got to about 11-10 down lane.
So Caden he's frustrated, but
Yeah,
this pair was hard.
you can see that he's frustrated. But the good news is that like some people when they get frustrated, they like completely show it. Like they hit things and run around and scream and stuff like that. But for the fact is that like he got frustrated and it looks like that he's forgot about it to shoot this spare, which is important
For sure.
because you can't change a shot that you already made.
No, you're right.
You can just make the next one better. And then if the next one's not better, you just forget about that one too.
Right? All right, Ben finished up with a 161. He's probably not too happy with that, but he should be because this pair is tricky.
It's not the worst.
No.
It's definitely not the worst.
All right, so we are going to take a short break while everyone changes lanes. Bree, thanks for hanging out with us. And
Thanks for letting me.
we will wish you good luck at the U.S. Open.
Thank you.
And can't wait to see what you do next.
Thanks.
All right, welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is the SYC Kentucky. And you're watching Mateo Quintero, who got a spare. Brooks Golden, he left a tough pickup for himself. It's doable though, he could make it. Let's see if Brooks can do it. Be a great pickup here. Joining us in the booth. All right, we've got Joss Weems also on this pair, and Josh Hammonds. Hello, Leanne.
Hello.
Hey, you got through the wire jungle over there?
You got a booby trap over here, Blair.
Well, I tried to make the camera better, but I think I made it worse after we watched Joss.
Well, I've been watching a lot of bowling, and I haven't seen these guys, so
oh, good.
This will be
well,
fun to watch.
This pair has been a rough one.
The live stream curse. Mateo's going to give us his expertise.
This pair's tighter.
Tips from the live stream booth.
Mateo came up and said, everyone's balls are missing the head pin.
And Blair said, this pair's tighter. Like, if you can't figure it out by watching the two people in front of you, Mateo, what did Mateo leave? He had 6.
He missed the head pin right, too.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's see what Brady's going to do. Brady is the science kid. He has probably been watching the 5 other shots.
Yeah.
I wonder if he will make his own shot or adjust off of what they've done.
Well, we will see. Oh, dear.
No. I'm going to guess he made an adjustment and now he's mad.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I think happens from someone who told me earlier. They come from the end pair on the other side, which I guess hooks more than the other pairs on that side. And then they come to this pair, which is playing tighter than what would appear the pairs around it. I can't speak to the entire side, but lane 8 especially has this unbelievable out of bounds. So
far, not too good. Nick Green struck.
Let's see what Nick does on this shot. Jake Boxty gets away with that spare. Whew.
I didn't see it.
He was praying, let's just say. You know, just to the right on lane 9, you can see Mr. Mason. Mason is one of the nicest kids in the field. He really is.
He is.
He's always saying hi, and I think it's so cool. So Brooks Golden left at 2.810 in the first frame, which he turned around and was completely baffled by. So let's see what he does.
Wash out for Nick.
Do you think they've realized it's not them yet? It's not you guys, it's the pair. Ooh. Take it, Brooks. Backup ball.
There's some head shaking on this pair. I say they figure it out.
Okay.
Too much talent on this pair not to figure it out.
For sure.
I don't know if those scores have been high so far for this round. This is game 3, right?
Yeah, I haven't opened the scores yet. Let me pull them up. Let's see what we got going on.
Joss squares up and goes high. both those guys should be happy they left 9.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because those are good spares.
Oh, I should go to this division's U15.
Go to medium, yeah.
U15 boys.
Except for Brady, he's a U18.
Okay. So, well, after game
game
one,
2 is not in yet.
Game 2's not
Okay.
in. Yeah. But I haven't heard a lot of clapping, which usually is my go-to of like, oh yeah, they're bowling great. All right, what do you think Brady's adjustment's gonna be?
Well, now Brady he was the only bowler who went high.
Right.
So if he adjusts off of his first shot and then goes light, he's really going to be fried.
Yes.
Because technically you are supposed to adjust off of the shot on each lane. So this would be a fresh new shot, not adjusting off of lane 7.
Right.
But we'll see. All right, good shot.
I don't know what that face means. Do you know what Brady's face means?
Nope. Don't know him well enough.
We have to watch the vlog to find out. You know he gets mic'd up for every block, and then he's
He does?
vlogging. Yeah.
Where's the mic? They have a cordless mic on
Yeah,
here?
he has a little pinned mic.
I didn't know that.
So on YouTube you can go and listen to all of Brady's thoughts.
In the SYC?
I've heard a couple. It's very entertaining. Yeah. Yeah, Brady's YouTube channel. If you guys need a new YouTube to follow, go check out Brady McDonough Bowling.
He's a very witty kid.
Oh yeah.
It's probably very entertaining.
You also get to hear what he says to Mateo and Joss. Which
Is it PG?
it is PG.
Is it teenage slang?
There is teenage slang, and
I could probably learn a thing or two. I have a 15-year-old, so maybe I need to watch so I can see what 15-year-olds talk about.
Yeah. Now, I do know that they have an editor named Brian McDonough, so he might edit some things out.
It's not raw, uncensored.
I don't think it's uncensored. Although they're good kids. These 3.
They are.
These 3 are very good friends, and the parents help get them from point A to point B. All right, Mateo has figured it out. That's a strike. All that's left is Joss. It looks like Joss is now going to get a different bowling ball after watching Mateo's shot. You know who is still striking after this morning? Sebastian Huffman.
Wow.
Well, at least this game. 9 spare, 5 bagger. Wait, is that 5 or 6? 1, 2, 3, 4.
He is.
5 bagger, yeah.
That's good to see. He was one of our first SYC champions.
He was.
Like in the
sweet.
first year or two, and
We're still only after one game. How many states did we have at this SYC?
23, I believe.
23 states.
38 first-time SYC families
I love
joined
that
us.
fact. I love that fact because SYC signups, as everyone knows, go quick. But every time new people get in.
Yep. We always have a lot of, last year we averaged 35% new people every tournament.
That's great.
At this tournament, I'm really excited because we have 9 U12 girls, which is the highest we've had in a long time.
Wow.
Yep, we have a
That's
new
big.
family with 2 U12 girls. Good shot by Joss. What did he switch to?
I don't know if he switched, actually. It looked like a pitch black, but I don't think he switched. We've got a lot of bowling balls up there.
They do. They need to take their
The
their
ones
first shots off.
Yeah, really. Maybe it wasn't a pitch black. It might have been his Eternity, the one we saw him throwing yesterday. I'm trying to see. We'll have to wait till next round. Well, he did not like that.
That was a bad shot. Off balance. Looked like he hit up on it a lot.
Very weird for Brady.
Brady's
Just
not
rubbed his
perfect,
shoe.
I guess.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's very humid in Louisville with the weather and everything, and even the bowling center says our approaches get very tacky very quickly. So they buffed him out with the machine before this tournament, but they encouraged everyone to check. Nice cover, Brady.
Ho hum. He's like.
He was still mad that he left it.
Yeah. Yeah, they did not hide that they could be a little tacky. That's for sure. But they're keeping it quite cool in the bowling center.
It's very cool, which always helps with the humidity.
Yeah.
You know, Brooks and Nick, both on this pair, I like their games. Very smooth. They're two-handed, but they are very smooth. Almost like classic styles of one-handers. But like, watch how smooth Nick is. Posts his shot up like that.
Yeah.
And Brooks is pretty close to being the same. Like really good follow-throughs and
Yeah. I agree. Brooks has pulled quite a few SYCs.
Yeah, for a couple years now.
Trying to look up see if he has a bio. He does. He is from here. Well, not here.
Kentucky.
But Lexington,
Yep.
Kentucky.
Yep.
He is.
Which is not too far.
18 years old. He's won the state championship. He's an Eagle Scout. That's hard to do, be an Eagle Scout. He loves video games. He likes cooking, and he's a big traveling nut.
He's 18, so this might be his last SYC.
I know, it's always sad when we get to this time of year, because some bowlers are heading off to their next adventures.
Sebastian Huffman struck again, so
Wow.
he is crushing them over there on 9
Should
and
check
10.
my camera over here. I don't know. No, it's a little better. It was really crooked when I tried to move it, because remember earlier you couldn't see the pins on lane 9?
Oh, because of the pole?
Yeah, so now you can see the pins, but it's just a little sideways kind of. But we'll go back over to it when Sebastian is up. Josh Hickman. That's another bowler that's bowled a few SYCs. Ooh, see? That's the tightness on that lane. Lane 8.
Yeah, that one looked like it skidded. Like just hydroplaned into the
crazy.
pin deck.
Poor Caden Kranger, which was pulled on this lane. He threw an unbelievable shot, and it was 2-8-10. And I'm like, how weird was that? It just never even thought about moving. Looks like 7 just wants to be done now. It's dropping pins.
They can just reset it. I'm not sure they...
I think they had one drop earlier. They did, but I'm not sure where he went. Good cover by Brady. You won't see Brady miss too many spares.
A good spare shooter. Well, he bowls enough. He should be.
looks like he doesn't like this pair. After starting with a strike. I'm not sure what happened on the first. I actually didn't see his first frame, the strike. So. Let's see if we got some scores. U18 boys. Medium. We do. All right, so in the U18 boys division, they're almost all in there. And current, oh no, they still only have game one. Good shot by Mateo. Mateo's grown a lot.
So tall.
Yeah. Caden's game's good too. Did you see his shot? All these kids are just really good.
Yep.
Can we just?
It's fun watching them.
Yeah. Joss is throwing the eternity. That is the ball. Josh figured, he has the right lane figured out. Now he needs to figure out the left lane.
Nice spare.
Josh wasn't sure. So Kingpin Lanes has been a great partner for the SYC. They donated $6,000 to the
Yeah, to
fund.
the scholarship fund. Yep. Yep. So that goes straight in there for the kids. John McCarthy's a great guy. He supports a lot of youth bowling, runs youth tournaments. This bowling center just held the Collegiate Nationals. So they had another house full of youth bowling. Probably more than in here this weekend.
For sure. They said they brought in bleachers for that event.
I
so
believe it.
Everywhere around us was just filled with the
They moved the tables
grandstands.
back and put, yeah, that's good.
What would you do if you were bowling on this pair right now?
I'd probably try to go a little straighter. Whenever you've got hook and hang, as they call it, hook and hang, you definitely just want to play them straighter. Maybe, I mean, all these guys are kind of hooking it,
Yeah.
but you can, Joss got one 2 frames ago out to the right, like very right, and it came back. So they could probably all move right and go a little straighter. Mateo's got good angles right there, though.
Yeah. Looks like he took a step right when he started, though. So I'm not sure if on this lane only he's moving right, or
Well, a couple of, so they washed out and they went light on the first couple shots, and then it looked like they kind of squared up and went high, but I just don't think they were far enough right.
Yeah.
So where they're washing out, they need to make that their hold. So like maybe a big move right might be the answer, and maybe not. I'm not out there, so.
yeah. It looks like Brooks is going more left.
It does.
Yeah.
And maybe a ball change.
Wow. Wow.
They sure are making good shots. That was
Yeah.
a really good shot by Brooks.
It almost looked like he came back and was like, I'm still not sure.
Yeah,
That was
so
a good
Josh
shot.
Hammond's pretty direct.
Yeah.
Good shot. So I think Joss and Brady are the ones kind of curving it the most.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was further right, but it was a little more, less angle.
Yeah, Brooks just gave the biggest angle of anyone, I think. Maybe Brady. I don't remember where Brady's looking.
Josh covers it up.
You know what happens when the pair is tricky for the live stream? It slows down the pace of play.
It does.
This earlier, we were one of the last pairs done.
Yeah, I don't like Brady's reaction.
Neither does Brady.
He's got hook and hang.
So Micah Boris earlier, this was his low game pair. This was the one. Yeah.
The curse of the SYC live stream. For a while there, your live stream pair was the toughest pair in the house.
Yes, I think we're going back to that. We had a good few tournaments. There was
We
like
had a good run.
300.
He had a good run.
Yeah.
Oh
no. Oh no.
Drastic times calls for drastic measures, Brady.
Okay, so
No one even wants to bowl now. No one's up to bowl. They're like, we give. 7 and 8, you win.
that is what I think Brooks actually did. He got a strike, and he's like, "That's as good as I got."
You win 7 and 8.
Yeah.
And poor Nick. Look at.
Yeah.
Although, can't really miss your single pins, Nick.
No.
But frustration. Right.
That's a good
He's
shot.
Such a good. He's got such a good game.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can salvage this.
the little. Did you see the fist bump?
He's like, yay me.
He just fell over on the couch. he's
Again, I say 7 and 8 wins.
Yeah.
They're beating up on these boys. All
this
right,
pair
Brooks.
all day.
Brooks crushed the last shot. Let's see if it works on both lanes.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, really?
Maximum penalty.
That's what you get, really?
Ah,
See, 7 and 8 is just mean now.
yeah. Does not look good.
Dad's coming in for support over here.
So Mateo's clean, as well as
Yep, Joss.
Joss.
Yep. I mean, at this point, that's just key on this pair, right? Make your spares so
Right.
you leave. Get the 2 right there. That's good for Brooks, but
Good shot, Mateo.
what game is this the third game? This is the third game, right?
I believe it is.
Okay, yes.
All right, Joss is working on a strike.
Good shot.
I think, what'd you say? Which lane was tighter?
Well, I'm not sure. I haven't identified that. I know there's a hang spot on 8.
Okay.
The whole pair is tighter than the pair they come from.
I think 7 has a little hold, and 8 kind of wants to hook if you go too square.
Right. But it has that hang spot.
Because Joss got that one kind of in, and it stayed there for him. So that was kind of a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Good shot by Brady. That's not good. You need your good shots to strike when you're on a bad pair.
No kidding. That's where bowling isn't fair. For the record, everyone. That's truly.
Yes, agreed.
Josh. Good
Cover.
spare right there.
Spared up.
I'm holding my breath for all the kids when they're shooting their spares. I'm like, you need this. You need the spare. Spare by Brady. I very well could have jinxed Brady because I earlier had said you don't see him miss spares too often.
And then he missed one. He missed a hard one, though.
Yeah.
All right, Brooks. He struck on this pair on this lane last frame.
We have a question. We are in game 3. Silas Moats. I don't think he has crashed yet. He was close earlier this morning, but I think he is gonna, if he's not over here already, he probably is gonna make the big jump the next couple games.
Yeah, he might be past us already.
Okay.
Brooks threw a really good shot and left a solid 9.
Really?
Yes.
I missed.
Not good.
Oh, again, bowling is not fair. Oh no.
That was an unfortunate mistake.
Yeah. Nick gets a spare.
All right, Joss going for a turkey.
Ah, good shot. Joss, Mateo, and Brady are all members of the team Evolution.
Yeah, lane 7's got a little much tighter.
Yeah.
Lane 8 wants to go high. Lane 7 wants to stay there. Let's see if Mateo can cover it up.
See, that's the spot though. That's the wiggle.
More hook, yeah. More angle, I mean, not good.
Yeah. I do agree. Lane 8's tricky because it does hook more, but then when you move and you hit that spot down lane, it just doesn't do anything.
Yep.
Because that's what Caden saw the last game. Oh no, Nick has been sick all week and had an ear infection.
Well, 7 and 8 is not good medicine for Nick.
Yeah.
And he has such a nice game. I don't know if I'm not just saying that because I already said it earlier, but all 6 of these boys on this pair have really good games.
100%.
So to me, it's obvious that this pair is just high on the difficulty level.
Yeah.
And hopefully Nick is feeling better.
I'm kidding. Ear infections are no joke. I hate ear infections. Glad he's bowling though. Way to tough it out, Nick. I believe Rhett already passed us too. I saw him to the right when they started.
Yeah, he's got a really cool jersey on. He's got the octopus jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already passed. He started down here.
He had a pineapple jersey this morning.
He did. I go, Rhett, you got some new jerseys.
Yeah. That was cool.
He said, you got to look good when you're bowling. I go, that's fine. Well, my theory was always, if you're going to, I always thought, I need to, what's Baird always say? Look good,
Dress for
feel good,
success.
look good, feel good, bowl good. But
Yeah,
you always feel better when you think you look good, right?
it's true.
Which it transfers into your bowling.
Confidence. Nick struck. Yay, Nick.
Good job, Nick.
I like that Curtis says that he hopes that his Southern Illinois boys can conquer 7 and 8. 7 and 8 does require a little bit of conquering. Whew. Yeah, Mateo's like,
We
I
should put
don't
like a
get
little
it.
warning thing on the scoring units, you know, like danger, a little
Yeah.
danger sign.
Well, it's kind of a hit or miss thing, right? Because like, I don't want to put it in their head, oh, by the way, this pair has been miserable.
Right, but when they turn around and look at you like, what the heck, you want to say, this is a really hard pair.
Right.
Like, don't
Yeah.
beat yourself up.
Yeah. I also tell them, because a lot of kids watch back later, and they'll watch it after, and I'll always remind them, like, it wasn't you.
Right.
It was the pair.
So when they're watching themselves, they're like, oh, Blair made me feel better.
Exactly. That's the hope.
All right, Joss is going for a 4-bagger.
Curtis said, yes, a little red square, like a warning.
Uh-huh, like a little danger sign.
Yeah.
Like, beware.
Yeah.
There you go. Way to go, Joss.
That was great.
4-bagger. Yeah. It's like an obstacle course out there, guys. A little hook, a little hang, a little more hook,
Yeah.
and maybe some more hang.
Little of everything. Yeah, you think you figured it out. Nah. Yeah, see, there's the hook on E.
Yeah, you can't
got
go too
both.
square,
I'm really
which is
not
why
sure.
I think Joss is probably playing the furthest right.
Yeah.
He has a little right. Brady's still hooking the whole lane.
Man, that was a great shot. And he posted it, and he's like, thank you. It struck.
I think they always have fun when they're bowling.
They do. Well, I did an interview with them, or a video with them before the block, and Joss's mom was standing behind me, and I come back and I go, what's your nickname for them? And she goes, the Screwballs. I go, yeah, that they are. Like,
Yeah, that was a good shot, Nick. That's
it
the
was.
lane.
Not you. Caitlin Stahl came and left it back. Apparently, Caitlin Stahl is coming to this pair.
Now, she could hit this pair. She's got
She
the good
could.
hand, and she plays them straighter because she has really good speed. She doesn't really go around it. So this, she could bowl, depending on how she's playing them, but I can see that she might have a good game on this pair.
So, Tori Franklin,
Tommy Jones is right in front of us. We can't see you.
Tori Franklin came to this pair and had the front 6.
Oh, that was this morning. Yeah.
And then, but then it went all over the place. But she liked this pair as well.
Mm-hmm.
So. Papa Frank keeps asking to come in the live stream booth. He's not allowed.
Abby's bowling over there. Papa Frank could come talk.
Look, he wants. Oh my goodness. Oh. I need all the filter and the beeping out that would exist if he comes in. Yeah, Curtis is saying, what are the chances that the lane machine pauses after finishing lane 6? Good old bowling variables. With the level of talent that SYC draws, you got to blame the variables. I don't think I would blame. I actually watched them oil earlier because I was sitting here working on some videos, and they don't pause in this area. And I would also say, like,
Well, it's what we do know about the surface is it's a 20-year-old surface.
right.
So who knows what the topography is, but
Yeah.
it's an old surface. I'm sorry, I don't know if it's 20 years old. It's an old surface that they told us it hooks, and they were surprised that KEGEL recommended the ice oil on this So they use the ice oil, which plays tighter.
Right.
Hence the name ice oil.
True.
They said, we wouldn't recommend using ice oil on our surface. But, and I said, well, you can use whatever. We just go by the patterns. He goes, but KEGEL said use the ice oil. So.
Good shot by Joss. I would say someone earlier mentioned the walkway, which could, topography-wise, have, again, who's to say?
I'm just a bowler.
It's a
I don't
field.
theorize. Is that a word? Theorize?
I think it is a word, yeah. You're listen, it's a golf course. There's a tree in the way. Like, just bowl. Just bowl. I get it. There's variables.
Well, Joss is hitting it just fine.
True that. Tori liked it.
Possible
this morning.
240. Oh, no. Yep, 240 possible. Let's see if the girls who are coming to this pair. We have 2 girls coming to this pair and 4 boys. It's a mixed pair.
Yeah.
So, who knows?
Anything could happen.
I vote for Caitlin.
I believe Caitlin can figure it out.
However, she was telling me earlier that all she's done is split today.
Really?
So that could continue on this pair. But I think she might be all right.
All right.
240 for Joss Weems. Good job.
Very good. Very, very good. See, Joss is like, that pair wasn't that bad.
He's
Actually,
like, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
oh, roll. All right. He's like, yes. 244.
Look at him, calm as a
Man.
cucumber. Cool as a cucumber. Do you want Tommy Jones to come in the live stream with you?
You can ask him. I think Tony Franklin said he's around too.
Tommy, you want a live stream? He's ignoring me.
All right. Leanne is heading out. We're gonna wrap up this game here, and we're gonna watch Brady finish up, and then we will see who will come next into the magical live stream booth. All right, we're gonna watch Brady finish up. Curtis says, yeah, the scholarship money, we are the only sport, I think, that does. We do love this sport. Storm has a new partnership this summer with Kids Bowl Free, if you haven't heard about it already. If your bowling center offers Kids Bowl Free, we are partnering with them to try to encourage more bowlers to get into the game of bowling. So here's Brady, who's finishing up. I think he went to get another ball because he's gone. So we're gonna see what Brady does here. And then we're gonna take a short break as everyone, it looks like this pair's already here, but and that is a strike for Brady. So we're gonna take a short break and we will be right back.
All right. I believe Blair just turned us on. Tony Franklin, I'm back with
Tommy Jones here, hanging out with my good friend Tony Scon Franklin.
All right. I mean, if you, like I just told Blair, if you get a chance to get Tommy Jones in the booth, then you put Tommy Jones in the booth.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but it works out right here. The kid I'm coaching happens to be bowling on the live stream pair, so I get to watch and get a little different angle and get to talk to you folks at home. So.
All right. And who you coaching?
I'm coaching Anthony Hornick, a kid from North Carolina. I've known him for several years and got to be good friends with the family, and it's always fun to come out and get a chance to coach him and see some of the really good kids. I mean, these kids they're way more talented than I was at this age.
It is crazy how good they are, right?
Yeah, they're not scared to throw it. They patterns are a little tricky, and they have some tricks and some abilities that it's fun to watch.
And how old's Anthony?
Anthony is, I'm pretty sure he just turned 18. We just had his birthday in Vegas. He came out to watch us at the Masters. So.
All right, is he, so he just graduated then? Or is fixing to in a week, or he's done?
He's got I think he graduates next week.
Okay.
But he's done with school, just the formalities.
All right, what's next for him?
He's going to go to Wichita State and
nice.
major in engineering and hopefully bowl his way onto the team there.
All right, that's great. That's an incredibly talented team right now. They just got tons of talent. So he'll definitely he's going to learn a lot, if nothing else.
Yeah, he was pretty excited when we went down there to visit. He enjoyed the campus, and they have what he wants to major in. So it worked out pretty good fit.
Yeah, that
looks like it's got a little more hook to it here.
Yeah, that has he been throwing the urethane the whole time?
He's throwing the purple hammer the whole time here.
Okay, all right.
So, he had a good first game. Second game, the pair was a little bit goofy and made 2 bad shots, and then pulled 2-team the third game with a bunch of 9 counts. But there's some bad pairs out there, just like normal. You know, you got some rev rate, you're following some people. Looks like 1 and 2 is not a very good pair down there. I just watched Keegan bowl not a very good game down there, and a couple of other kids on that pair. So
yeah, he definitely Keegan did not have a good one last game, and that's the thing. Transition in the SYCs, they put it on you pretty good because you're not staying within your age bracket, you're not staying within your gender, you're following every single bowler out there.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. All right, we're back.
Maybe we should have listened in on that to get some great Tommy Jones advice to see what it's like in real time.
I don't know if we got enough blurps out here because that's part of my stipulation with them that I'm going to be me and I'm going to coach the way that I coach, and we're going to talk about some things and it's going to be in the form that I know how to relay it. So.
All right, that's good. How often do you provide feedback to him?
I try to tell him something every couple frames, just to kind of tell him what I see. If I see something different, if I see something from the other people I'm watching, things like that. Just try to teach him. I mean, a lot of these kids can bowl, but they haven't learned all the ins and outs, and I think that's what comes with being seasoned and a little bit older, that you learn some things that they may not see just by walking around or looking. And they're kids. They want to have a good time. They talk to their friends and everything. They're not paying attention. I see what's going on 14 lanes away. I wish I didn't half the time, but sometimes I see what's going on too far away. That makes me think, oh, I got to move over there or do this or do that.
Yeah, that is one of the things. I've got a daughter out here bowling, and being able to watch a lot of the great kids come and go through the years. It's the fearlessness is what I like, and I'm like, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
When I used to not worry if I split, then I didn't have 37 thoughts going through my head about what I should do differently the next one. You're just like, okay, I'll split. Well, I'll just, whatever. That's a nice thing to have, is not have a pile of history to kind of cycle through in your brain about what you should or shouldn't do.
They split, they forget about it, move on, throw the next one. And
that's right.
I split, and I try to make sure I don't split on the next one. And it's 50-50 at this point in my life.
Man, that is so true.
Looked like a pretty good one.
All right, so let's see. That was his. Was that the third shot?
Yeah, he had 3-6, and then Brooklyn, and then he hit the pocket. They just come from the other side. The other side got a little bit tighter down lane. Might have followed some urethane. It looked like he had to get it going around it. And this pair looks like it doesn't have much problem starting. So we try to get him to be a little more aggressive and get through it a little bit, throw it a little bit firmer and try to get him in that splash zone.
So did you tell him to move left or just stay firmer?
I told him to move like 2 left and just throw it just a little bit firmer and try to make sure it has a little angle in the front.
Okay. All right. That's free advice for OU at home. Sometimes it's a big move and sometimes it's a little move, and you gave him 3 things to do. That's not easy either, and he executed it pretty well.
Yeah, he doesn't have much problem doing the things that I tell him. Sometimes he doesn't want to do them, but and I'll be the first to admit I've been wrong.
Oh yeah,
a lot of times, but it's like I told all my ball reps over the years, if I'm asking you and you're wrong, then you're not wrong, because I was asking you because I needed to know.
Yeah.
Because what I was doing was not right.
All right, that's a good way to look at it. Now in tour, how often do you get unsolicited guidance? Like you think, maybe you're not asking and maybe things are going okay, you're middling a little bit. How often will they tap you on the shoulder?
I wouldn't say it's not that often.
Yeah.
Most of the time I'm just asking them like if I need to do something specific or things like that. And every now and then they'll come by and say, hey, this Billy's bowling good or Dom's bowling good. Because there's you always find a few guys that you feel like you throw it similar to, or you can line up off of. I'm not naive to know I can't do what Simo and EJ are doing at this point in my life, but Bill, Dom, and us guys have still got our thumb in it with the mediocre rev rates. We can kind of use each other as a little springboard or backboard to kind of throw some ideas off of.
Mediocre rev rate. Did you ever think you'd bowl long enough to be in that category?
I use the joke all the time. I love Steve Jaros, just got inducted to the Hall of Fame, but I tell the joke all the time. I'm literally Steve Jaros. I have too much to go straight, not enough to hook it, and stuck right in that Steve Jaros range. But it's still fun. It's still my passion, and still I love to be out there competing with the guys. Uh-oh. That was slow and in. Not a good combination where we got the early hook and one in our hand.
Not at all. All right.
Tor led this morning. That's awesome. That's
yeah,
awesome.
That was her first ever gold medal in an SYC.
That's awesome.
So super proud of her for that. She bowled really good. I told Blair that her goal coming in was just to shoot even, right? Is to manage the bad games better, manage the bad moments better, control the head pin better, and she did it. And she had a lot of strikes and bowled really good. 40 over was a really, really good score. So now she's getting pushed because she's struggling more on this, where now she had 0 splits in 5 games this morning, which is amazing on a short pattern to not get 1 split. Like I couldn't go a game and a half without a split on that pattern.
Yeah.
And she had none, but she's got a lot now. And I said, that's the part of it, right? If you're still throwing it good, then you just got to keep fishing for the right ball in the right place to get out of that zone.
Yeah, you eventually, you see what's going on. You try to, sometimes it's harder to make yourself not play defense when it's not going as well, and it almost makes it worse. Like if they're hard, you still got to be aggressive, because if you're not aggressive, then you split and you're not getting the strikes to offset some of the splits. So
exactly,
stay aggressive, and and if you find a ball that you can control the pocket with, for example, a urethane ball or something like that, you can control the pocket again, and you're not going to bowl 240 or 250, but your bad games are 187 and your high games are 220 and the scoring pace is 205. Looks like you're in the right ball to me.
Yeah, totally agree with that. And that's where that's like the next phase that for her she's going to get to. But it's had to manage it that way. So she's 160 and I think two good 170s. Just a couple of splits every game and a couple of doubles or a double and no other strikes. So for her, I was like, well, if you're still throwing it good, you still feel good. I still think you're in the right part of the lane, but every miss is 7. What do you think? So she decided she wanted to try a different ball. Not a ball I would have suggested, but one that she felt confident with.
That's half the battle when they're hard.
Yeah.
You got to believe what you do. You got to trust what your decision is and make a good one. Commit to it. That's the biggest thing.
And that's what I think we want all of our, either the kids we coach or or the kids in our house, that's what we want them to do, is like be thinking and make a decision and go with it.
Yep.
And she did. So I'm more than happy to say, all right, I mean, I don't have any better ideas, so go with it.
When they're hard, you just have to make yourself be better, whatever that is. If that's you throwing better shots or better decisions, but you just have to grind it out and make yourself be a better bowler. Oh, that's left too.
Oof.
I'm getting ready to yell at him, so.
Yeah. We're about to see some TV mature words.
No, I'll keep it. I'll keep it PG-13 here. All right. Got to get him to be aggressive here. He's wanting to be. He's trying to be too perfect.
Yep. Caitlin Stoll, same pair, first 4.
Yeah, we're getting ready to film that one right there.
All right, there you go.
This girl's got, she throws it really good, so.
Boom. She's throwing a DNA coil with a little surface on it.
Yeah, she throws it. She throws it really good. It's pretty impressive to watch. Kind of has a little bit of the Shannon Polhowski move with her swing a little bit, watching it. But
where it bumps out a little bit?
Bumps out a little bit. Not, nothing that, you would really think is whatever. But if you only film the last, little bit at the bottom, it gets right back in that right spot. The next thing you know.
Yeah, and it's a super powerful release. Yeah, she tears these up. She was the bronze 3rd place finisher this morning. And I don't know how she's doing right now. I haven't updated the scores, but
she struggled the first game a little bit, but then the last game was a little bit better. The scoring pace is like this. Anytime you got the front 5, and
yeah, you can jump some spots, huh?
Yeah, they've been going pretty flush. I feel like that's a pretty good thing going on there.
You gonna pencil her in for 256 and above?
That's a lot. That's a lot. We still need
another
double there. When they're hard like this, at this point, I'm trying to catch one more double. This is when they're hard.
Right.
For me, I'm trying to let's stay clean. Let's make this 246 or better.
Okay.
Nothing crazy. If I get this one, now we're thinking 250.
Okay.
Trying to catch one more double, but. I think she had the bridge in there. I think she had a Brooklyn the second. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I did not see that.
It was the first or the second, but either way, she did have one bridge in there. She's definitely not scared to throw it. We almost got the other bridge right there.
So there is some serious friction right there on 8-2.
It doesn't like going up the lane on that lane. If it gets going up the lane, it's in trouble. It's got to have some angle, but it feels like there's some hang. So looks like they might have fought. I don't know who started on this pair. Maybe some Rev Raid or. Some guys using the surface right there, like 15 in the front.
Yeah. And that's what I was saying. One of the things that makes the SYCs so challenging and great for the competitors is the fact that you follow everybody.
Yep.
From the U12 to the U18 boys, everybody's going in lots of different directions. So to bowl 5 really good games, you've had a day.
And the fields are so strong. There's going to be somebody out there that does it. It makes it seem like, Anthony tells me all the time, he feels like sometimes the scores are high. And I go, well, you got 70 good kids bowling. Somebody's going to bowl good.
Yeah.
This has got a chance.
That looked really nice off his hand.
That parlay with the double. She's going to have a little angle in the front. This little girl throws it good, too.
Yeah, she does. It's the first time I've seen her. That's Kira Maxim. She bowled pretty decent this morning too, but yeah, she's got a fantastic release as well.
Yeah.
So then the kids, they bowl all these tournaments. They get great work on these challenging patterns. They go bowl in college maybe. They move to the next phase, which let's say is the professional ranks. But then it gets really tough. So I always enjoy that where, they're getting all these reps. They're bowling all the time. They're bowling against the best. but then it's a whole different ball game. So what are some of those things that make it incredibly challenging to have success at that highest level?
For me, I feel like if you feel like you're going to bowl on tour, you're going to get to that level and things like that, that everybody has ability there. And then it becomes about the other side of it. And I've always said for my whole career that bowling is 80% mental. And, you know, there's some guys that do it because they think very little. And then you got guys like Chris Barnes who overthink everything that's made him great. And, you know, it goes both ways. And you got to figure out the happy medium, what works for you. But it's handling the ups and the downs and still being able to make it fun and enjoyable. And it's difficult because they do it around these and they go out there and there's, you know, some of them don't make it because they can't make it 2 or 3 years because they can't get that group of people that they like to be around, where these kids are, they're just happy to be around each other and having a good time and getting to go hang out with their family on a weekend and go do something they love. And that's a pretty cool thing. And then you start doing it for money. It doesn't take much when you're doing it to whether or not you're paying your mortgage or you're, you know, making some money for your car payment or whatever. It can become not so fun real quick.
Oh, that's a great shot too.
There we go.
Oof, man. Those were some shots right there.
That's good news. I'm not going to get fired tonight.
I think you're going to live to play another day.
Yeah,
I really do.
One more day. We'll bowl in the long here at the bowling center here in Louisville. Kingpin, I believe. Are we Kingpin?
Kingpin.
Kingpin, yeah, I'm sorry. There's so many bowling centers here. I didn't want to say the wrong name. Kingpin, and beautiful establishment here.
It is a great center.
Yeah, the two-sided thing. All two-sided bowling centers play, even though it's probably the same install. At the same time, there's not one that plays the same. And if you have bowling centers that have more than 2 bays, they can be completely different. But it's a good thing to make sure if you're bowling a tournament, it's double bays or two-sided. You got to practice on both sides. Don't just camp out on one. Tor's grinding at him over there. Got some spares. Oh, we're grinding at him. Smiles are always good when it's not going good. I always like to see that, though.
Even a fake smile. I'll take the fake smile a little
Got
bit.
to. I did see a little bit of her mother in that fake smile right there, though. That was definitely
some RBF. Those two do carry some great RBF together. Let me check in with her.
Yep, I got you. Tor's a couple pairs over to the left here on 3 and 4. And got no doubles, but it's clean so far. So she's just grinding it out and seeing, making sure she can not kill herself, especially after leading this morning. She's got a good score for the overall, and another pattern to bowl tomorrow. Got some dad coaching here. Dad's giving her a little fist bump, getting her, keeping her in the mood here. So, but she's out there grinding, so that's good.
Do you have a favorite bowling center through the years that you've been to?
You know, I won twice in 2 different centers. One of them I don't like bowling in at all, and just due to the negativity I don't want to give to a place, I'm not going to say it. And then another place I did win twice that I always loved bowling at was at West Babylon on Long Island. I won twice there. My ball just always rolled good there for some reason. We bowled there 3 times. I made 3 shows and won there twice. But, you know, there's bowling centers that we go to that are nice, are beautiful establishments. I've never bowled good at Thunderball in my life.
Yeah.
Just my ball doesn't roll good there. It hits like I'm using a 12-pound ball. I'm thinking about drilling a 12-pound ball just to expect it instead of watching it go down there and powder puff them.
And I've heard that about that place where it's totally feast or famine. Like if you've got it there, you've got it.
Yeah, I mean, we bowled the Masters there 2 years ago, and I led 1 block and didn't cash. That's pretty hard to do at the Masters, but I managed to do it. I have that ability. We just got done bowling the World Series, and I didn't bowl very good there, but it's a beautiful place. You know, the bowling center is awesome, and you know, there's going to be plenty of tournaments there because it's such a nice facility to host events.
What's next for you, big tournament-wise?
I don't have anything on the schedule until Lucy, so I actually came up a day early and saw Mike Wolf, our ball rep. He's got a pro shop here. Saw him and did a little fit change, trying to get a little bit different feel. I didn't like. I changed some things last year. Didn't really like the way it was. So I came up and saw him and did a little fit change, and hopefully get some practice in for that and see what's going on. My partner's bowling really good on the women's tour.
She is.
She led the Queens, and Hope bowled a really good set at her, but she's already won. So I think she's going to expect some strikes from me when we get to Lucy.
How many times you guys won that tournament?
4.
4 titles. And that was like 3 in a row.
When we went win-wins, we went win-win, 6 win-win.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. But we, oh gosh, that's not going to get any of those. Those are the ones I don't understand, kids. I don't get it.
When you take the 2 only out of the 1-2-8?
When you take the 2 only out of it, you know that it's hooking early, and like you're going to try to throw it slow to get it over there. It's best just go ahead and throw that one straight. You don't really, if you can leave it, throw it straight. That's always been my philosophy. If I can leave it.
All right, that's you're piling out some great advice right here, right? Like that's my thing is like people say, well, if you left the head pin, how could you miss it a second time? Well, I just missed it that time. Yeah. That's how.
If I can leave the head pin, there's probably a pretty good chance that they're not exactly easy.
Yeah.
I don't miss the head pin too many times and leave.
Yeah.
But. Tor made a good one there after the daddy pep talk with a little flat 10, but it was a good shot.
Yeah, that lane she's hit the pocket. She got 2 strikes and 2 flat 10s over there. We love a good spare.
Yeah.
And in this left lane that says she can't figure out. So much like you said, she's gone high and light twice. So I said, Tommy said you got to have a little angle in the front. So even though you've gone light, let's move a little bit back left and soften it up and create a little angle in the front.
Yeah, you can't throw it hard, but it's got to have an angle in the front so it gets going across that spot. It's still going to pick up, but if you throw it hard, it's going to pick up and then not have time to react down lane.
Right.
This pair looks not very good. 7-8. It doesn't look very good. And that's, I wish Anthony would just make the spare and get 2 marks and get out of here with 220. But now he's got to. I got to work for 220, but I think 2 teams a pretty good score on this pair.
Yeah, I agree. Caitlin had the front 5, went Brooklyn 5-pin, flush on the left lane, and then came back on the right lane.
210.
Got it right in 210.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's not much to work with on the right lane. You get it right at that spot, it has nothing left down the lane. And to your point, anything up the lane. He's got that right, but
he got it right, but it was a little bit slow. But I still thought it was okay.
Yeah. Is that 369? That's the full.
Yeah, that's the full Monty. That's not really the one we're looking to shoot right now. But.
And on this challenging pattern, no hook to the right down lane, you would totally throw straight at this, wouldn't you?
I would be. It would be moving pretty good.
Yeah.
We hit that front one with some pace.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's going to hook at it. So.
So Tori missed the head pin over there.
She got to go to the right with a little bit of speed, though.
Yeah, I got the stare down a little bit, too. That was uncalled for. I didn't throw that shot.
Yeah, it wasn't your fault. Oh, on the left side. Oh, we got hosed there.
You got enough of that 3-pin, too, to carry that.
Yeah. So we're getting the ball change here in the field. It's probably about time to get out of the urethane ball, but on this pair, it was so kind of, it just seemed pretty hard that I didn't want it to go crazy awry. Thought we were going to get out of here pretty solid, but
good spare over there.
Yeah, should come over here and teach Anthony how to make that one. Some of these girls, they're such good spare shooters. It's baffling to me. Like they're never worried. They just grab their spare ball and they go.
Well, they've gotten it beaten into their heads at tournaments like Junior Gold, make your spares. So they bowl in a lot of ugly conditions. So there's a lot of focus on spares because you're not getting many strikes. So I think a common misconception about youth bowlers is, well, they can't spare. Back in my day, we spared, things like that. And I'll be the first to admit, nope. No. I was not worried about shooting spares when I was 15 years old at all.
No, we didn't bowl on this.
No, we didn't bowl on this. You were getting 6-baggers all the time.
That's correct.
So I think today's youth, even if they're missing some, it's because they're shooting so many.
Yeah.
They're way better spare shooters than the previous generations. Now, I'm not talking about a generation from the 60s.
No.
But anything after that, I would put these kids' spare shooting game up against my generation 1,000 times over, and most since. So they just have to shoot a lot. And that's a great thing, you know. When you're comfortable shooting spares, it's gotten so good. My daughter likes to trash talk me when I miss a spare.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I'm like, oh, I'll take that. If you're a better spare shooter than me, hot dog, which she is.
I had a good one at the World Series. We were bowling the doubles, and I was talking to Sean Lavery, because that kid can strike. He's so talented. He can strike so much. Spare game's been a little suspect at times, and I was just talking to him about, you know, working on some things and explaining to him some of the reasons why I think that there's been a little bit of holdback, and just before the block, you know, just being friendly and cordial. And I started the block with a 10 pin. I flagged it. I left a 10 pin in the 10th. I flagged it, and I bowled 225, and I walked right over to him. I said, "That's why I'll just keep my mouth shut from now on and mind my business."
I'm telling you that it's the bowling gods. They are always listening. Why can't they take why can't you just provide a little bit of feedback to somebody and not have to have it reflect on you?
Yeah, and so many times, right after you miss a 10 pin, you can go ahead and bet you're shooting a 10 pin one time in the next 2 frames.
You get no freebies. There's no free pass on the first one.
You're not done with that one for the day. That's for sure. It'll be up there real quick. Just hold my beer.
Well, at least did Sean not come right down and just stand behind you after you missed the first one or anything?
Oh, he was bowling next to me, literally on the pair next to me.
He saw it.
He saw
sure.
it. Oh yeah, he saw it. And I
he filed that away too.
Yeah, I brought it up about 2 games later after I got done steaming. I went ahead and reminded him, yeah, that's why I need to mind my own business. You know, I was just being, I was trying to be friendly and tell you about it. And, you know, I got exactly what I deserved. So therefore, we'll just call it a day, and you just go ahead and keep throwing your 8-baggers, buddy.
All right, so Caitlin's still going to we were trying to figure out what she was going to shoot when she had the front 5. 227, still a rock solid game, which actually feels even better after we watch the rest of this pair.
Right.
Anthony's still got a chance at 211, but we've got 160s, 190, 140, 150 as the other max game. So there's nothing cheese about this pair.
Yeah, we'll take a mark right here and bowl even and just get out of Dodge. And, you know, accept our 2 opens in the 8th and 9th that were mismakeables, but you know the 3, 6, 9, 10 should be a split, especially on this one.
It is, because all you're doing is trying to hit the head pin in the perfect spot.
All right, we got the 3 pin. I think we can make this one.
America
got one on the chance for the double over here.
Yeah, she gave the double look on that trip 4.
Well, when there's a bad lane on this one, I'm telling myself I'm not missing the one in the front over there. I'm going to go ahead and hit that one, and we're going to see what happens. It's hard to get a strike without hitting the one in the front.
That's right. Man, there's a lot of friction in the front on 8. Oh my gosh.
Man, all right, we made it. Oh, I think we made it.
Oh,
we did not make it. Jesus, there's a lot of friction up there.
Yeah. He just tried to soft roll that over there, and it just grabbed.
Oh man. Yep. On that note, I think we're going to exit the booth, and bowling gods got me again. I thought I was going to keep my job, and now I got to go work harder for my.
Ooh, that's true. You did say that.
They got me.
My gosh, man.
They got me, Tony.
They're always listening.
I shouldn't have said it. So I'll sit right here and let him not steam for a second and see if we can't get to our double over here on 3.
Yeah, we'll hang in for a minute, because if you walk off at the same time as him, he's going to step on your foot or accidentally drop one of those balls on it.
Yeah, probably deservingly.
But the only thing is, though, he doesn't know that you said you're keeping your job, nor you're going to make that spare. So he's not mad at you yet.
No, I think he knows that. He might think I'm mad at him, but part of me is like the 3 pin just sitting there by itself. It's like, but I've missed it plenty of times in my life too. So
it happens.
It does.
And that is one thing, though, right? Is if you're throwing at everything straight all day, then you just go up there and you chunk it right at it, and you got the release and you're clean. But if you're kind of going back and forth on that, you know, he probably had that idea. It's like, should I just throw straight at it? Nah, it's fine. It's
using a urethane
right
ball. It's not going to hook much.
Yeah.
Just picked up.
Yeah, it was a just rough all the way around. We had 227 from Kalen, and then 190, 150, 130.
It's not a good pair.
No, it's not. And it was pretty tough pair. The first round too. When I stepped into the booth, there was several bad games on it prior.
Yeah, in the last pair that bowled over here, that was a pretty solid pair. Pretty good bowlers on that pair for the kids. Yeah.
Wow.
As a whole pair. So, all right, here we go. We got Toraline 3. What do we got? Oh, I think she likes it. Likes it.
Oh my
we
gosh,
got the double,
struck.
and we got the fist pump. Let's go. We got the double.
All right.
We're out there. So
maybe she'll come over and be like, "Gosh, can Tommy coach me for the rest after you get fired tonight?"
Yeah, if I get fired, you know, I have seen where you guys give cookies for wins. So like, if she gets a big cookie tonight for her win this morning, I'm gonna need a piece of cookie in the morning.
Here's the deal. She asked at lunch, "Is that cookie cake worthy?" And I said, "Was it a dub?" She said it was a dub. I said, "Look, that's about as good a competition as you could possibly bowl in, and you won. Of course, that's a cookie cake."
That's a cookie cake with a little extra size, so that Tommy can have some.
Yeah, I mean, now you're not going to get any of that cookie cake because that Jeannie has to get out all the tools and make it fun. So, you know, we'll take a picture of it though, and you can act like
UPS
you had
doesn't work in you guys state. I mean, I've shipped stuff to Texas before.
Oh, fall out of there for the dub.
And we got the
That was a fist pump.
Oh,
yeah.
look at that! Now she's
she's
smiling.
She's
everything
fired
else,
up.
so.
See what a great clean game with a double can get you.
Yeah, I would love to.
Smile.
If we could have had a clean game right here and said we went miss spare, but you know, it is what it is. But we got Miss Blair back. She's going to join us. We gave her a little break so she didn't have to keep entertaining you guys all day by herself.
Yeah, I think she went down and got some coffee from Starbucks.
Probably. But
no, she said no. I hope not.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed Mr. Franklin and I in the booth. It's always fun to get to see Mr. Franklin, and we're glad to be here giving you the commentating for the wonderful SYC in Kentucky.
All right, we're out. Game 5 coming up next.
All right, we are back, and I coerced Tony to stick around.
I've been coerced.
Your arm has been twisted. Does it hurt?
It does, but because you went to Starbucks and got me a cold extra shot of Americano, I feel good right now.
That's it, right?
And if I could just find where you set it so I could actually
know.
drink it, that would be much better, but I seem to have misplaced it.
Yeah, I didn't go very far. I just was hanging out.
Oh,
it was just
okay.
nice.
Okay.
I didn't really talk for a game. It was great.
And did you put yourself in timeout?
I did.
Yeah.
We needed to discuss because, as you experienced, 7 and 8 is a really tricky pair.
Yes.
So I had to prep to come back in and watch.
Watch one more game?
Yeah, the 7 and 8 just destroys people. It's just so mean.
Yes. All right, well, that's a great shot to start. Anna Horner with the strike. Great one.
Anna disagrees. She likes it. She's like 7 and 8 is good.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why everyone struggled the game before.
Right. Brianna here with a Minion-like jersey.
Yes, saw that one earlier.
It's fun. All the jerseys are so fun.
Yes, you can certainly put your stamp of creativity on them. That's what they're there for. That's what I think the jersey should be.
Did Tori change jerseys, or was that just the jersey from this morning?
That is a different jersey.
Okay, I thought so, because that's a pretty jersey.
Yeah, that's her surfing jersey.
Surfing.
It may. I don't
Oh yeah,
know.
because she was wearing her racing stripes.
Yeah, she had the Indy 500 racing one, and this one I think on the front of it, I don't know if this is the one that has an image of her actually surfing on it. So
that's cool.
I can't. She's got one like that. I don't know if that's that one, but I love the colors on that one.
Yeah, that one's very pretty. Okay, so Morgan Klein got a Brooklyn strike. And she doesn't believe it, but I would like to tell her it's a strike on the board.
Yeah, that. Right.
That was a good shot for Tori. I know we're multitasking.
I'm gonna focus on lane 7 and 8, not anywhere else.
No, you got this.
I just saw with the right side of my right eye, so.
I understand. Got Jaden Hunting. Oh, someone was waiting for the Hunting sisters like this morning. I hope they're still watching.
All right.
It's only been 10 hours, so.
I'm sure they've been dialed in the whole time. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. And also Olivia Lizzie. So maybe Dell or Carolyn. Dell and Carolyn usually pop by when Olivia swings onto this pair. Although I do know there is a wedding this weekend, which is why Carolyn isn't here.
Oh, really?
Yes. Shoot, it's a bowling family. I'm forgetting the name of the bowler.
Yeah, I don't.
It's one
I don't
of
know.
Alyssa's friends.
Okay.
So in that age group.
Oh, I bet it's. I bet it's the Flemings.
It is. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I couldn't think of the name.
Yeah.
But
Caitlin Fleming.
yes.
Oh, awesome.
Yep. So Alyssa is in the wedding, and Carolyn and Dell are home for the wedding.
Oh
so,
man, that's great.
Yeah.
I forgot about that being soon, and here it is.
I know, right?
That's
it's crazy.
awesome.
These kids grow up so fast.
Caitlin is an outstanding photographer, has her own business. Jeannie is getting her 50th birthday photos done by Caitlin in a few weeks.
Wow.
So Jeannie's very excited about that.
I love that.
Yeah. Her friend Sandy did it, and it was awesome. I loved those pictures.
That's
and
cool.
Jeannie's like, I'm going to do that too. So
I love that so much.
file that away for, 48 years from now when you're 50. That maybe that's a fun thing to do. I don't know.
I love that there's all kinds of things like that you can do now. And
That's right.
It's okay.
That's
yeah,
right.
it is Katie Fleming. I got Kathy's watching. Hi, Kathy. It's nice to hear from you. I know you're not here this weekend, but you get to watch us live bowl. So.
That's right. The dads are doing all the heavy lifting this week,
There you
Kathy.
go.
All of it.
That's it. All right.
And Liv got a strike on the first shot. She was on lane 8, which has definitely been the trickier lane. She's way right of everybody else, and that ball looked really good. So maybe that's the trick.
I think that is the trick, and I hope, like we were talking earlier, that we needed to put like a warning sign on this pair, but I'm like, no, we'll let them come in, experience it, and hope that they don't see what everyone else saw.
Yeah, for sure. But we got a shout out from Amber Stolnick, the aunt to Addison Stolnack on lane 6 on the left side of your screen.
Nice.
Love it when aunts and uncles and all the relatives dial in. it's cool to be able to see your fam out there doing their passion.
Right, and Jeannie Hunting is still watching, grandparents from Idaho.
All right, there you go.
Hello, Jeannie. Thank you for watching all day long. 2 Brooklets for Morgan. But you know what? It's a double.
I believe we do call that a double.
Right.
I believe so. The rules of bowling state that if the pins fall down, you must accept them.
I think she's lined up.
I would never complain about that.
Yeah, really.
You know, maybe have a disgruntled look on your face coming back just to make your fellow competitors not be mad at you, but internally you're doing
good.
backflips.
Yeah, right? Especially on this pair. This
Yeah.
pair's tricky.
Yeah.
They don't know that, but it is.
They don't even know. Let's see what Liv's got if she stays way right, which I know she will. That one was inside a little bit,
It
rolled
was.
up.
Good
Oh man, that looked
shot.
fantastic.
Double here.
So that's the way to play this pair is further right.
Liv is showing them. Liv's another one. It's really fun to watch the kids grow through the sport. Like Tori, I've seen her improve over the years as well.
Yeah.
You can see when they're younger, they know what they're supposed to do, but it just hasn't clicked yet. And then one day it just kind of clicks.
Yeah.
And you're like, yes.
Yeah,
it's in.
I hadn't seen Liv bowl in a while until Junior Gold last year, and it was her release and footwork had totally changed. Just super impressive. To be honest, I think she throws it a lot like Kathy did. Like Kathy, so I had her mom Kathy had the most
Yes.
amazing physical game, super solid the line, really just great release, great power, and it looked so similar to me, and I thought that was so cool. And then I saw her in November in Dallas, and it's been 5 months, I haven't seen her since, and it's even better now, which is great. That's every time you see him, it's just better and better. I told Jeff, her dad, I was like, dude, they look so good.
Right?
She's throwing it so amazing.
Yeah, I love that Liv has a little bit of Kathy, and then Alyssa has a little bit of Carolyn in her game. You can see
Yeah.
it a little bit. So
Totally.
It just, yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see the daughters of those two amazing
Unbelievable.
bowlers are going to, they're both phenomenal in their own right. It's pretty
Yes.
cool. It's kind of amazing, too,
For sure.
that the offspring just continues to be great.
Yeah. And they have to work at it. This is Miss Anna. Oh, shoot. Nice pair, I'm telling you. She started with a strike, and it was a good shot, but I think she might need to move a little right. She's a little too far left, I think. Look at where Liv is.
Yeah, I think that's what has made this such a challenge is the way most people are playing it between 8 and 12, 13. There's so much hook right there on this pair that if you see it hook like that, you're going to move left. There's no roadmap that says, I should probably move right off that.
Right.
Because you're playing 10 or 12 for a reason, which is probably where you should be playing. However, this pattern, I think, looks like it's playing a little bit better further right than that. And Olivia was obviously doing that on the other pairs. Jeff told me a game and a half ago that she's got a great look, just got to, fill some more frames and get some things to fall over. But she's definitely playing the lanes exactly right.
Morgan Klein. Ooh,
Perfect.
really great shot.
She turned that double Brooklyn into a 3-bag with a great shot.
She's trying to tell Jackson Neubauer that he's not right or something. They're having like an argument, and Jackson's like, yeah, I told you what to do.
I think she won that argument, though.
Yeah,
The scoreboard says so.
it's true. Yeah, so Jaden is struggling a little bit, but that is, oh, yeah,
Hook.
it did.
Oh, yeah,
and
slaps
gets
the
the
10.
10 out. Whew. She is far right. Whew.
Yeah,
I like it, though.
throwing it really good. Looks like she's throwing a V-bow, which is a pretty responsive ball down lane, so you can definitely see that thing digging in the last 20 feet.
Yeah, and it's funny, I asked Leanne when she was in here, I go, how would you attack this pair? Because that's when it was getting really tricky. And ironically, all the boys were moving left, and she did say, she's like, I think I would move right on this pair. And here we go, a few games later. That is one
Ladies
way.
and gentlemen, she doesn't have 27 professional titles for nothing. She actually knows what she's doing.
Right? I would listen to her.
I would, but I'm going to have to go back and listen to the tape. If Leanne Holzenberg said, let's move right,
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
She did.
I don't know that
I know, right?
She got 27 titles standing
left.
left to 25 and wheeling it to 5. So I don't know about. I believe you, but I'm going to need check tape on that.
I think I was bowling in a tournament one time with her recently, like we were bowling women's nationals or something, and she was struggling, and I went over to her and I said, Leanne, I'm left of you.
One of us is doing something really wrong.
Yeah, like let's check this. Amelia's another good player out here. She's bowled a few SYCs.
What's it feel like when you get so attached to these kids and then they stop bowling your event?
I know.
Because
I was
they
just
aged out.
I'm thinking Amelia's going off to college. So we made an announcement yesterday, and it's very much a bittersweet announcement because this tournament is a last for several of the players that are here because some choose not to bowl the Super Slam in Ohio because it's so close to Junior Gold, or they have other commitments. And it's tough, but we know that a lot of them are moving on to college bowling, so we follow kind of what they do. But we miss not only the kids, but we miss the parents because we get attached to all of the family.
Yeah.
And you know, but it does reset, right? There's always that next generation coming up.
Yep.
And you remember, like Morgan Klein is a great example. Morgan has been bowling since she was in the U12 girls division. She was at one of the first, I think she was at the first SYC in Reno. And she took her very first plane trip to an SYC. She like literally has grown up in the SYC, so that'll be a very sad one when she ages out. And she's aging out this year.
Oh, is she really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know
She's going
that.
to Wichita. She is off.
I thought she had one more year. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, no,
it's so weird.
I did see that. You're right. I did see her announce that. Yeah.
They're the commitments are all like now the junior class can commit and the senior class can commit, and I lose track of who's in what class. But she's off to Wichita, and so it is bittersweet. Yeah, I think that's the word. But you always have those little U12s coming up. Henry is a great example of that.
Man,
little Henry.
Henry's going to be working you for years to come.
Yeah, no kidding. Good shot by Jaden.
That was a great shot. Morgan on the front 4, Olivia front 3. I don't see what the problem is on this pair.
Yeah, they're like...
Oh, hook. Just got that going right quick.
Yeah. And I think that's the tighter pair, too.
Yeah, from what I've seen, the left lane is pretty much tighter on every single pair. I haven't.
Okay.
Tori and I were talking about that. The right lane seemed to be a couple more on every pair, and I don't know that we've really ran into any of them where that wasn't the case. You know, so if you can kind of get that figured out and apply that as you move, then that helps. You know, you're in a better spot to start out each game. You know, if it turns out it's not, then you can quickly adjust to it.
Yeah. Kathy just texted me and said that Olivia throws it so much better than I did at 15. And I would say that this generation of bowlers, and I don't know if you agree with this, but they're all so much better at bowling than every previous generation.
Yep.
I mean,
thank you for saying that. That Tommy and I had that exact conversation.
Right.
Human nature, but older bowlers love to talk trash about the younger generation that they can't spare. They got to focus on spares. Trust me, this generation is more focused on spares than any other generation ever.
Right.
And that's because these kids bowl on some of the most challenging conditions you'll ever see.
Yeah.
And that's all they get to bowl on.
Yes.
So do they miss some spares? Yeah. But they're also shooting 8 a game. And they're not always the 5-pin. Okay, guys? Like when you didn't strike, you left a 5-pin because the ball's going dead straight, and you knocked it over. Congratulations for your awesome spare.
Yeah.
But these kids are shooting clusters and everything across lane, and they've got to do it in order to get a really solid 175 game. Like there's no freebies out there.
Right. Yeah, and they might miss a 10-pin, but it's like the 50th 10-pin they've shot for the weekend.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
give them a break.
Yeah, so, I mean, I bowled youth in the mid to late 80s, and trust me, I mean, I could strike a lot, but I wasn't working on my spare game. I wasn't shooting 7 spares a game.
No.
So, Morgan with front 5, great shot.
I think the other thing that I noticed, because I remember when I was a kid, I actually remember when someone taught me about trail leg, because I didn't have one, and I was not young. I was like in my teens and did not have a trail leg. And these kids, they're just so balanced at the foul line at such a young age. You very rarely see kids fall off their shot consistently, right? They'll fall off every once in a while. They'll stick. They'll, get quick or something. But
yeah, physically, they're amazing.
Yes.
Look at that. Look at just how beautiful that is.
It's great.
Yeah. She helped that one a little bit, but that's only because she missed right on the last one.
Yeah.
But, some of the similarities, so, Kathy, I know you're listening, like the way that she puts her trail leg down, like the way she slides the top of her foot and it's kind of on the side. Like I've always, that was just something visual from watching Kathy grow up, and I bowled around her for decades.
Sure.
And that was a trademark of the Kathy Doran style. And she does exactly the same thing. And trust me, Kathy didn't teach her to do that, right? That just inherently, that's what her foot does. And that's pretty cool. And it's weird too.
Yeah.
Like, where does that even come from?
Right. Yeah. Well, at some point, they do have to watch.
Sure.
I'm sure Olivia has watched Kathy bowl.
Yeah. Good spare.
Great spare, yeah. Her spare game has gotten a lot better, too. Just in general.
Yeah.
She's just gotten better.
Yeah.
And she's just getting older, right? That's what happens. The kids get older. They get more powerful.
They pay more attention.
They do.
To the details.
All right, so Anna is on a strike. I would love to see her double.
All right.
How's our cookie bet going down there with Tor?
She double ring 10, strike ring 10, then threw a bad shot, 1-2-7 and missed it.
Oh, dear.
And then she struck. So she's got to get 2 more.
Okay, all right.
She's got to go double 8 spare.
Still alive, though.
The bet is still alive.
It's good.
You think I'll cave in and just get a cookie for her?
100%.
Yeah, I know.
Anna got a double, though.
Oh, man.
Let's go.
Oh, doggone, I missed it.
Let's go.
All right, Anna.
It was a good shot.
Ooh, nice shot
That was
right
a good
there
shot
from
right
Brianna.
there, too.
Morgan Klein on the front 5.
She's making the most of
also
those
throwing
skivvies.
a Vibo, the virtual energy blackout.
It's a pretty good ball, I'm not going to lie.
It is a very popular ball.
Yeah.
One that, she's throwing it one that looks like it's factory shine. I see people use them with surface. They're very, very flexible in how you can use them.
100%, yeah. And they're really good around this time in the block, too.
Yeah.
That one, she got in a little bit, but...
It's a good shot, but just got it in a little soft.
All right, so what's the plan tonight?
I am not sure. I do not know what Tori is going to do or what her peeps
Oh, yeah,
are going to want to do.
she does have peeps.
There'll be no cookie, I will say that.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I
She
don't
can
know.
get close to the cookie, though.
Oh, now we're playing the close game?
Yeah, no. It's hard, Dad. Come on.
I wouldn't want to have to go out there and shoot 200 for a cookie.
Yeah, me
and she
neither.
asked for that after she washed out in the first.
It's true.
All right.
She was trying to incentivize herself.
Morgan
That's
looking
fair.
like a great spare right there. We love a good spare. Back-to-back 3 fins for Miss Lizzie. All right. Jaden Hunting on a double.
She is. She's...
I like that jersey. There's cactus on there.
It's a little Western.
It's definitely a Western. Is she from?
Right?
Where's she from?
I think they said Iowa.
That is not an
But-
Iowa style jersey.
Yeah, let's see if she filled out a bio. This is the fun game right now because I didn't email the bio, so it's like if you went above and beyond to fill out your bio, which some of the kids did. Jaden, Lexington, Kentucky.
She's right here. She's on her home turf.
She is executive strike and spare. She's 17. I love this. Her achievement is shooting a 300, even if it was while pre-bowling and doesn't technically count. She also shows miniature horses.
And the family owns 10 minis and 2 ponies.
There you go.
Man, that's awesome.
Right?
Which is what I want to hear from someone who's from Lexington, Kentucky.
That is the horse capital of the world. I drove through there one time with the college nationals was there, and I was just going to help at the banquet or something for Storm. And it is like, you drive through there and it's all the ranches that have all the Derby champions live in Lexington, which is pretty cool. Like you see all of the stables and everything. And they have all the signage on the front, like this Derby champion lives here and this Derby champion lives. It's very cool.
That is cool. I have not seen that.
Yeah.
I've not been through there. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's worth a little drive.
Blair, have you ridden a horse before?
I have, actually.
Thoughts?
I loved it when I was a kid. This is very random, but I went to horse camp when I was probably 9 through 14. The YMCA used to do these like summer camps, and they would have themed camps, and my parents would send me away to the ranch camp.
Okay.
I would go, and I'd go live on a ranch, and you had a horse for a couple weeks, and you took care of the horse, and yeah.
Okay, that sounds great.
It was fun. Have you ridden a horse?
Yes, one time.
And you didn't like it?
I liked it.
Okay.
Just
yeah.
a little terrifying. I mean,
It
we're
is.
just chilling, just a slow trot, but it's still intimidating to be on the back of one of those big dogs.
Yeah.
I liked it. I would do it again.
Yeah. You do remember at some point, though, like, they are big animals, and they can hurt you.
Yeah, I mean,
And-
if he decides he's had enough of me and kicks me off, I mean, that's a solid fall.
It is,
And
yeah.
if he decides to like fall on me,
Yeah.
I mean, that could be it for the kid right there. Yeah, he's going to live through this. I might not.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit of a chicken on certain things, and I'm glad Jeannie's not here to say a lot. But you know.
Yeah. But the saying, you got to get back on the horse,
Oh,
is 100% true, because I actually did get bucked off a horse one time.
okay.
But
Was this at camp?
It was, and it wasn't as dramatic as it sounds. Like, so the horses get scared, right? And so something happened. I can't remember what happened, but my horse got scared of another horse. Like, they did something, and he just threw me off, and I was on the ground, and I'm like, okay, what just happened? And our counselor literally did what the saying said and immediately made us I had to get back on the horse immediately. And I'm like, okay.
Wow.
We're like, no time wasted.
Okay, well,
Let's
I guess,
go.
yeah, you didn't have time to process it.
No, yeah. So,
All
because
right.
they don't want you to be afraid, which, so I've always remembered that saying, because I'm like, it's actually true.
All right, horse camp, not for the faint of heart.
No, it's not. You also swim in lakes that you don't know what's in the bottom. Shot by Amelia.
All
Oof.
right.
Took off on her.
And this is kind of how it happened in the last game. There were a couple of folks that got off to great starts.
Yeah.
Front five from Caitlin Stoll and spare double, spare three-bagger from Anthony. And, he turned that into 190, and Caitlin turned it into 220. Like, they got off to a great start, and then, you see your ball do something kind of stupid, and you're like, whoa, where'd that come from? And same thing, Olivia came out and flushed the first three fantastic, and, the last four frames have been really tough. So she's getting some, looks like good, solid advice coaching from over there. I didn't see any drama or stress. That's the dads coming through. Don't get mad at me, Kathy. Don't get mad at me.
That's right.
Blair, why do daughters And moms, why is it tough? Like, not just in bowling
I
and stuff.
know, it's in general.
What is the deal there? What is wrong with you people?
I know, we were talking about this before because I asked you, and it's always kind of a random question, right? But sometimes a bowler likes to come with a certain parent, right?
Yeah.
My dad and I, we went to a lot of tournaments, and I loved him going to tournaments.
Ooh.
Good shop I lived.
That was a ball change to look like maybe a phase 2 or a sanded coil. So
nice.
that's good job. I mean, I love that right there. So went back. She said, "What's up?" He gave some advice. She went with it. She executed. It struck. She gave him the thumbs up. That's pretty cool.
Right? I would say sometimes, too, like, if you are like your mother, it's even worse.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, dads see it, right? They're like, "Oh my gosh, you guys are the same person, and you're
Yeah.
arguing.
Stop fighting. You're saying the same thing."
Exactly. Like, you're just not understanding each other, right? Yeah, I don't know. And it's terrible when you're a teenager. Oh, it's terrible.
All right, Morgan's got the 1-2. So she went first 5, 3-6 spare, or 6-10 spare, 3-6 spare, 1-2. We'll hope for the spare here. Tricky. That was a nice shot, it looked like. Get over there. All right, that's high flush.
We've started this new thing, Tony, where we're interviewing the round leaders.
Yes.
And now parents are like, when do we do the interview?
Where do we show up at? Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I love it too. So,
Yeah.
and I have Tori's. I just have to edit it after this block, and you can see what she had to say.
All right. Well, that's cool. No,
She had a
but
good one.
That's cool for the parents to be able to see the kids get a little time in the sunlight.
Yeah.
So another great thing that Blair and Leanne do at the SYC for us.
We are trying. We definitely, it's tricky because we've always told, because everyone's like, "Why don't you do round interviews?" I'm like, you don't understand how quick things go, but it's good. I really love hearing what they have to say.
Yeah.
And it's good experience, right? If
Yeah.
they start at age 12 doing an after round interview, how good are they going to be at 18?
Yeah, after they've done it 10 times, 5 times, whatever, they're used to talking about themselves a little bit, which is good.
Yeah, totally.
You know, you don't care what they say, you just want them to say something.
Exactly, right? Get them to, be in that frame of mind.
Yep. Winners get sprinkles, right?
That is true. I used to live by that.
Yeah.
If you didn't win and we went to get ice cream, you didn't get sprinkles.
Yeah. Tori asked me, she said, "Why does Blair want to interview me?" I said, "Because winners get sprinkles."
That's right.
And then what if I don't win? There won't be any sprinkles. It's just like there was no 200 game, there won't be any cookie.
No cookie, sorry.
Amelia looking for 3 in a row.
Oh, that
God,
was so
sweet.
good.
Great shot.
She throws it so good.
So I'm looking in the chat and I see Bowl Metrics sent some stuff. Is that like a human being or is that AI looking out for us?
It is a human being.
right. Oh,
Ted
great job,
Fossum. He is the AI before the AI. I love when Bowmetrics comments.
All right.
So he examines our scoring
Yeah.
and then gives us a little update. So the first 2 patterns are scoring very closely, with the short block averaging 178.2 and the medium so far averaging 177.6.
Good. So about a half pin a game more on the short. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bowl Metrics.
We appreciate Ted.
Thank you for listening to what we were thinking
Yeah.
and totally AIing us right there.
Kathy is giving some advice over text to Jeff too.
See, she wanted to make sure she got some credit for that.
She did. I love
Boy,
it.
oh
Kathy,
boy.
I love it. Kathy knows her stuff.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Again, like Leanne, if Kathy told me what to do, I would listen.
Yeah. Oh, I see how that works though. If she was to tell Olivia herself,
Yeah.
then it would be just if like through text, that would just be like delete.
Exactly.
But this way, it's hey Jeff, do this, and then Jeff passes it off as his own. Potentially, I'm putting advice in their mouth. I don't know which way he's saying it.
Yep.
So either way, that's pretty funny.
It is. See how that works?
Let's see
I love
how
it.
it works. All right. Is that a phase 2?
It
Kinda
does
looks like it.
I know.
It's a little. It's bluey and it looks solid. So
I think it is. Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure.
Hook a bunch. Oh, it did. Hit
It did. Come on.
Oh.
That was a great shot.
Great shot. Great ball change, too. So she went to a solid symmetrical from a pearl ASIM. So that's a big change.
Yeah.
It's a big change.
Pretty big.
But absolutely the right move. So I love seeing that. And that's the fun thing. Even though it didn't strike, that's a great thing to take into the end of the day. And I know Jeff and Kathy will be able to say like, hey, it didn't strike on that second one, but man, that's how professionals make adjustments right there. You're bold, go for it, and see it pay off. Maybe it doesn't. It doesn't always pay off. That was a great adjustment though.
100%.
And there's a thumbs up over here through the darkness.
A little fist bump too.
What? It's a great ball change. That's what we're talking about. The Dorn Lizzie 7-pin, he said.
It was. Carolyn told me a really funny story a couple weeks ago because she was bowling with one of the pros, and I bet Kathy will appreciate this story, but one of the young ladies that is bowling on the PWBA tour was bowling with Carolyn, and they were bowling on a tough pattern, and this was before tour started, and they decided to bowl a match, right? Like let's actually bowl, and Carolyn was getting a lot of light strikes, and the PWB player was not striking, and she was moving and doing all these things, and she asked Carolyn, "Are you going to move?" And Carolyn looked at her and went, "What do you mean? Am I going to move?" And she goes, "Well, you're light. You're not in the pocket." And she goes, "Yes, I am. Like light is
Light's part of
still
the
a
pocket
strike,
too, yeah.
right?" And so she, I think these kids have in their head that there is a right and wrong strike,
Interesting.
but there isn't. Like light is still okay. Like I think you see on TV like super powerful strikes. Light mixers just strike just as good.
They
in
sure
some
do.
houses, they almost strike better sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's an absolute.
It is a phase 2. We're getting commented. Thank you for my sideline reporting.
God,
This is great.
we are getting some great updates here. This was really great. Thanks for inviting me into the booth for a couple games.
Oh, I love it. You're awesome.
And not
So-
just because I get to talk, but in this case, I got to sit down.
It's true. Yeah,
There
it
was,
is.
there was some tough sledding finding a chair for a few games. My feetsies were hurting.
It's true. There is a guaranteed seat if you commentate.
Yeah.
it's
That's
the price.
That's the payoff.
Exactly.
You get to sit in your own spot and have a good viewing angle for 40 minutes.
Yes, it's true.
All right, Morgan up in the 10th can make 250, which would be an amazing game, and that's close. Hold.
Man, it
Don't
just
split, don't split, don't
really?
split. A bad
Just
break to
made
turn
her.
that into a 9-10. I'm going to put the call out. She is going to make this.
I agree.
She
I think
deserves
she
to make
can.
this.
She really can.
She shoots her spares way off the. I mean, she's way off the corner to the left. Get in there. Trip it. All right. Liv deserved that after the other 7-pin. Some good trip.
Jay Burgess just joined.
Jay Burge.
He's awesome. He said Ryan has the similar philosophy. He doesn't get it. That pocket shot is what he's talking about. Like the light mixers aren't strikes. These kids, I don't know.
Yeah, Jay, I think that's because he's watched you trip the 5-pin so many times through your life, and he said he's never going to let that happen to him. That's spare. She spared it all over it.
She
Knew
totally
it.
spared
Knew
it.
Knew it.
The colored
Great.
pins just show that they're done. They're not bowling on colored pins. Don't worry. Nothing has changed with the SYC. They just have really cool
I want to give Jay a
colors.
hard time about that, but that's a good question.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the screen. All right, that's a fair question. Normally, I wouldn't want to give Jay any credit for that, but
I
I'm going to
understand.
give him that.
Yeah. Cubica does some really cool color stuff. We were talking earlier. Are you guys bowling in Ohio?
Do what?
Are you bowling in Ohio?
No, we will not be there
Okay.
for that one.
So we're hosting and Kathy's actually listening. Kathy, I'm not doing this because you're listening, but
Yeah, Miss Cubica.
exactly. Earlier today, I was talking about how we're throwing a hyper bowling party, which hyper bowling is the most unique bowling experience that's out there. And I keep telling all these elite bowlers and their parents that they have to come to the hyper bowling party because I bet the parents will beat the kids
Okay.
And it's just a humbling experience because
Great job.
it's not necessarily bowling like we think it is.
Okay.
It's more like Topgolf kind of idea where there's targets and everything. But
All right.
anyway,
That sounds
so,
fun.
Yeah, come. If you're coming to Ohio, plan to join us for the hyper bowling party on Friday night.
Is that the Friday night party?
It
okay,
is,
cool.
yeah. Just a little fun way.
I love the creativity you guys come up with Friday night fun.
We try to. There's a lot of things out there, but Friday night is also a very expensive night to do things. So, oh come on. Okay, well
So this pair actually, these 6 ladies bowled really, really well considering the other scores we saw coming in.
Yes.
186, 167, 183, 182. Morgan had 234, just an exceptional game. And Jaden had 150. Nothing wrong with that either.
No,
just,
I mean it's still kind of on par for the
it
pair.
really has. I mean, there were 3 games under 150 last game.
All right, well,
All right,
Tony.
thanks, Blair.
Thank you so much for joining us, and good luck to you and Tour tomorrow. Let's tear it up, right?
Yep, we'll get out there and try and get some more 0.0s tomorrow. So
I love it.
good
Cool.
stuff. Thank you so much. Great bowling to everyone, and thank you again for all you guys do for our athletes. We love it. Thank you.
Thank you, and we'll see you guys all tomorrow for the final 5 games tomorrow morning.
Thanks for watching. This has been a live stream presentation of the 2024 SYC Kentucky. The SYC Kentucky would not be possible without the generous donations from our sponsors: Storm Bowling, Cool Wick, PBA Junior, KEGEL, Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Shoes, Ray's Eyewear, Ballard's Bowling Academy, Master Industries, Quality Respite and Home Care, and by T&D Transportation. Special thanks to the official scoring system of the Storm Youth Championships, Bowlmetrics. The preceding was produced exclusively by Storm Bowling. For more information on upcoming events and more, please visit stormbowling.com. Once again, thanks for watching.